Hey guys, good evening. Hello, beautiful day. Happy new month to everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I am Rosemary. Thank you so much for always watching my videos, for always sharing my videos. Every single one of you that share my video, I am so thankful. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for leaving those beautiful, beautiful comments. Thank you guys so much for engaging me really in all the videos I put out. Thank you so much. Welcome to my channel. I'm Rosemary. Please like this video when you come around. Please share this video if you can. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Let's get to it today. It's a beautiful day. Happy new month. Hey, KC. Welcome to the live stream, KC. Thank you so much. Koti Shera. Thank you so much, Koti, for tuning in. Thank you. Hi, Jolly. Thank you, Jolly. Thank you. Thumbs up already done. Thank you so much, Jolly. Thank you, everybody. It's another Tuesday and another live stream. So, guys, welcome, Casey. How you doing? Kotsi, how you doing? How's everyone doing? You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I'm so grateful. Welcome. Hi, Jolly. Hope you're having a good day. Hi, Casey. Hope you're having a good day too. I will, Jolly. I will, Jolly. I will. I will. Definitely, I will. I'll check on you. Thank you guys so much. Oh, okay. It's okay, Casey. It's okay, Casey. Since how come since you saw Casey before me, who came? In my network showed Casey first. You know, sometimes when you send and it showed the same time, but sometimes when you send messages, you think that it came before, but in the host's comments, one person comes before the other, and Casey came before you in my comments. Thank you so much, Koti. Thank you guys so much. You guys, welcome. We're just going to get right into the topic of the day. And as you can see in the thumbnail and the title, we're talking about pressures. You know, the thing about adulthood is it comes with a lot of pressure, a lot of um things that you're supposed to do, things you're supposed to achieve, and things you feel like you should achieve at a certain point. And we're constantly dealing with something, you understand, good or bad, you know. So we just want to talk about it today. Like, how do you as a person, how do you as an adult deal with pressure? How are you dealing with pressures, and how you able to handle things when they come around, and you know. So yes, guys, share in the comment section. I want to read. Thank you. Thank you. Keep coming, guys. Please share this live stream if you can. Keep coming. Keep coming. Yes. I'm going to drop the link so that you guys can come in, you know, and share your thoughts on what we're saying. Yes, congratulations, Koti, on your monetization. Yeah. Yes, guys, keep coming, come around, share how do you deal with how you dealing with pressures, with stuff as an adult, like a lot of things that you're supposed to do to achieve, deadlines to meet, just a lot of things to do. If you're a parent, you have kids to 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 look after, to take care of, then to take care of yourself and just around everybody around you really. And things that you want to achieve for yourself too personally, and things that you have to do for other people. It's just a lot of pressure. Sometimes it feels like you're not doing enough, you know, even when you're doing, it just feels like you're not doing enough sometimes. So how do you handle it? How Hey, Ma, welcome to the live stream, Ma. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Ma. Thank you for coming around. How you doing? Happy new month. Happy new month. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much. So we're talking about pressures, like as adults, you know that there's constantly something we're supposed to do. But we're always dealing with something, good, bad, It's just like it's always something. So how do you deal with pressures that come up or things that come up as an adult? How do you face these things? How do you go about settling them and, thriving even with all the pressures that are constantly looking at us and facing us? How do you do that? Guys, share in the comment section. Share your thoughts. That's the link. You can call in if you want to. Thank you so much, Emma, for coming around. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, Emma is calling in. We're going to. Thank you so much, Emma.
Hi, looks like I'm the first to call in.
Hey, beautiful. How you doing?
I'm
How
okay.
you
Oh, I
doing?
hope you guys can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can't hear me.
I think. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it seems like you're far from your phone or like you're echoing or something.
Really? Can you hear me now?
I can. I can not hear you really. I can hear you saying, "Can you hear me?" But I can't hear you well.
Oh, okay. So do I continue or do I go out and then
Let me
continue
just
again?
take you out, then you call back. Sorry.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. We're having issues with hearing Emma, so let's hope that when she calls back again, we can. Hello, Sweet Pea. Oh, Sweet Pea says she can hear us. I think this is from me. Hello, Sweet Pea. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much. Emma, welcome back.
Okay, am I back now? I didn't
Yes,
leave
you're
actually.
back.
Okay,
You're
concerning
back.
the topic, for
Right.
me, can you hear me?
Sorry?
Concerning the topic, for me, I take it one day at a time.
I
I
really
take
can't
it
hear you,
one
but
day.
Sweet Pea was saying she can
Really?
hear you. Like, I feel like you're very
I'm
faint.
using an AirPod. Maybe I should remove it.
Okay,
Would that be
looks like you're
better?
far from your phone. Because
I'm not.
I'm
I have
wearing
my
my two
phone in my hand.
earpiece. Yeah. Sorry, Mama has to call back. She's kind of faint, so I really can't hear. I think that would be the same thing with people who are calling in. So it's somebody who's watching this video after now can actually hear her well. Okay, thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I was using an AirPod, then maybe it was interfering.
The difference is not really much, so maybe it's just from my own end. But don't worry, talk. I can hear you better now.
Okay. So I said
Hello,
concerning the two
Ruth. Hello, Mom Snish. Welcome.
dealing with pressure and all, for me, I take it one day at a time.
Oh,
I
great.
do what I can, what I have control over. I focus on that. The things that I don't have control over, I don't break my head about it and
All
I don't
right.
stress about it. So that's how I handle mine. And also, I've learned to rest in God. So what I do is, if there's anything that, like any pressure or anything that is upsetting me, like I said earlier, the ones that I have control over, I know that are within my influence. I can do something to change it. I go ahead and do what I can do. But the
Oh,
ones
great.
that I can't do anything is beyond my control. There's nothing I can do. I try, like, in fact, I'm good at not bothering about things I can't change. I just live my life. Like, I just forget about it and live my life. If anything is bothering me so much, I just take it to God in prayers. And once I do
Yeah.
that, I just leave it for Him there. I don't carry it and go back and start worrying. I
Yeah.
pray about it and I drop it there. So basically, in summary, let me summarize what I've just said. The things that are within my influence, I go ahead and try to change as much, like
Yeah.
to change, to make a change. Then things that I can't do anything about are out of my control. I just take it to God, drop them there at His feet, and then I will not worry about it again. I'll go and live my life.
Yeah.
I continue with my life and I try as much as possible to create my happy space. It's very important to me. I try to
Yeah.
anything that will make me happy, like anything that will make me to be insane. Because once I lose it or I'm no longer stable mentally, it's going to affect every other thing. I can't even function as a wife. I can't function as a mother. I can't function. So I try to protect peace of mind a lot. I shield my peace of mind a lot. So anything that will give me peace, I do it. If I need to stay away from the children and allow them cry in the parlor while I rest in the room, I do it. If I need to take just plug my ears, put the increase the volume to the highest and Netflix somewhere while somebody is shouting my name, I do it. Let me just be all right, because when I'm all right, I'll be a better mom and I'll be a better wife. But if I'm trying to please everybody at the same time and I'm stressed out, at the end of the day, I will just be, nobody will be happy around me either. So this is how I tackle my.
Those are practical things that you have to do. I think just sorry, my baby is crying, so I have to. Ma, please keep on encouraging them. I'm coming. Sorry.
Okay, so while we are waiting on Rosie, I was talking about how I deal with pressure personally, how I deal with pressure that comes with adulting. So I was saying that I things that are within my control that I can change, I try and change. The things that I cannot change, I don't sweat about it. I don't bother about it. That's how I keep myself going. I just take it one day at a time. I don't start thinking about, there's how you think too much about the future and about 10 years time, about 5 years time, it's even begin to affect you. So I think it's, I'm alive today, I'm healthy today, I can eat today, I can feed today, I'm breathing today. We thank God and we are happy for it. Okay, so we wake up tomorrow and we are okay. We also thank God. So basically taking it one day at a time.
Yes, thank you so much, Ma.
Okay, you're
Thank you.
back. Oh, I didn't even know that
Yes,
you're back. I didn't know
I
you're
am.
back. I'll be leaving now.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kiki. Welcome, Victorious. Welcome, Sister Drew. Welcome, Ruth. Welcome, Sweet Pea. Welcome, Mom's Niche. Welcome, Victorious. Thank you, Kiki. Welcome. Mom's Niche says, with regards pressure as an adult, I would say we need to understand the pressure because some pressures can be avoided. Okay. Okay, makes a lot of sense. Yes, that's so true. Okay, I think I'm going to let you share your other thoughts because okay, so all right. Maybe you talk more on the ones that you feel like we can avoid, and the ones that okay, really be there whatever we do, whether we like it or not, and the ones we can avoid. Yes, thank you, Kiki, my Canadian neighbor. Thank you guys so much. Keep coming. Okay, Mom's Niche says that sometimes we give ourselves unnecessary pressure either by competing, yeah, or sometimes unknowingly, like through social media. Yeah, that's a very big pressure point for a lot of people because I think I was watching something the other day. The person said that like growing up, or I think like maybe our parents' generation, they had less things to worry about. It's like right now we have access to a lot of people on social media. So if this person buys a new stuff, you see them. This person gets a new apartment, you see. This person gets a new stuff. And I'm not saying that it is from a place of maybe you're worried or anything, but the thing is you are you are exposed to a lot of people's growth, failures, life, it's just a lot. Social media is a very big pressure point. You are exposed to people's a lot of things that happen with people and all that. But maybe our parents' time there was not social media like that, so they are just like exposed to people that they really know, people that they know physically. That because if there are people that don't know physically but have seen what happens in their life in the past 1 year, you get at least the things that they show us. You understand what I'm saying? So like you said, social media. Mom's niche says that some pressures are direct and some indirect. If a page on social media affects your peace, then it's time to check it. Yes, yes, this is something. This is very profound. Thank you so much, Mom's niche. She says if a page on social media affects your peace of mind, then it's time to check it. But I know that, yeah, I see a lot of people say this, but if you the whole of social media is a that is why if you have to guard your heart on your social media. Is I feel like even if an app on social media is putting you under so much pressure, maybe you should check it too. Or if you're at the point where you cannot, hello, be yourself. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Greetings everyone from Be Yourself. I feel like if you're not in control of your emotions, maybe social media is not for you. Because yes, obviously you're going to see people do different things and you're going to, okay, maybe think about it and all that. But if it's something that is going to affect you so much so that it changes every aspect of your life, because oh, somebody on social media bought a new car, so you're thinking of how you're going to buy a new car. Somebody bought a new house, you want to buy a new house. Somebody bought a new dress, you have to get a new dress today. Then that means social media is not for you. You understand? That means the pressure on social media is actually more than you can handle. So maybe it's time for you to actually leave. As drastic as it is, maybe it's time to leave. Being content is one way to avoid pressure. Understanding yourself will always also reduce pressure. Yes, that's true. I think like that. This is talking about the pressures that we can avoid. You know, there are also, like you said, some can be avoided and some cannot be avoided. There's some that whether you are content or not, the pressure is staring at you in the face. So yes, what do we do about those ones that are staring at us in the face, whether we are content or not? Welcome, Sandra. Hello, host and everyone from Sandra. Thank you so much for coming in, Sandra. Thank you, Be Yourself. Thank you, Sandra. Greetings, Mom's Niche rather from Be Yourself. Welcome, everybody. Happy New Month, like I said earlier on. Welcome to the live stream. In motherhood, I would say personally that understanding, I would say personally, understanding, I would say personally, that understanding motherhood is a personal journey with your children. Okay, I would say personally that motherhood, your personal journey with your children will reduce pressure. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Because you know that your journey is your journey. You understand? It's not another person's journey. Do you get? Your journey is not someone else's journey. It's like when you go on social media, there are some parents that, as in the way that, okay, let's use, for mothers, we like our kids to have maybe good lunch and everything in school, but there are some mommies who will just throw in a pack of juice and crackers and just normal homemade meal for the baby to take to school. Other mommies wake up by 4:30 and they cook up a storm, and they're just in the kitchen. They are doing this, stir frying vegetables, doing akara from the scratch every morning, doing pancakes from this, just waffles. You see some moms on social, they're like, this is their thing. You understand? They are so happy to wake up by 5 a.m. and actually just cook up a storm for their kids to take to school. Another mom is not so into the whole cooking thing. So I feel like Mom's Niche says, understanding your own journey is actually, yeah. Please, Rosie, pressure doesn't kill anyone. Just be content and take it one. Yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. Greetings, Victorious. Welcome back, Victorious. Hi, Sandra from Mom's Niche. Yes, guys, that's the link you can call in. Hey, Namibian Princess. Thank you so much for coming in, Sonia. We're talking about pressures as an adult. How do you deal with pressures, really? And Mom Snitch said earlier on that there are some pressures that can be avoided and others maybe not so much, you know? And she was talking about the ones that can be avoided, like the ones from social media. And I said, this generation of us, we are so exposed to social media, so it could be something that could be a struggle. So, like, what do you do when that's your case? Or even generally the ones you cannot avoid, the pressures that are actually going to always be there. How do you deal with them? How do you deal with them? Understand your own strength and focus on that rather than looking at other people's strength. Oh, that's true. I don't deal with pressure. I run away. Do I have a community yet? I don't know if I have a community yet. Do I? I don't have a community, do I? Ah, you guys, I don't have a community yet, but I have. Thank you. Thank you. Still be yourself for prophesying my community. Ah, thank you. Be yourself. Oh my God. Be yourself. Sonia says she runs away from. Oh, girl, I want to be like you. You really don't have to deal with them. Ah, thank you so much. Be yourself. There's no community yet, but hopefully soon. Hello, Judy. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Judith. Judith and her baby. Welcome to our live stream. Thank you so much. Hey, Sonia, yeah, Sonia said she runs away. Yes, it does. I thought I was not expecting it. So when Be Yourself said, I was like, okay, so soon. I'm not even expecting it now. I gave it 1 week. So I'm not expecting it today. Yes, thank you so much, Be Yourself. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. From here we can yeah, you know that, right? Thank you so much, Sonia. The ones we can't avoid, we take it to God and try and live in the moment. Yeah, always find ways to be happy. So I what the point of this video is actually to talk about practical ways, you understand, and like Victoria says, focus on your strengths. But I want also, like, if there's a personal story you share on how you personally handle pressure yourself, Chidinma called in earlier on and Mama said that she really just the ones she can handle she handles, the ones she cannot handle she prays about it, and she listens to music. She maybe just goes into the room and just do things that makes her happy you know Thank you so much. Greetings, Judith, from Be Yourself. Be Yourself, yeah. Hello, Be Yourself from Judith. Exactly, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mom Snish. Thank you. You guys keep coming, keep coming. Please share the live stream if you can. That's the link I'm going to paste. You can call in and share your thoughts. Guys, this live stream is actually a struggle because I'm not was I'm actually so tired. Like, I've had a long day, and I was like, no, Tuesdays are the days for your live stream. You have to do this live stream. You have to come out and do it. So yes, here I am. Here I am. So guys, call in please if you can and share your experiences. Share. Thank you so much. Matt talked about listening to music. I think that that's one of the things that helps me all the time. Not even like almost all the time. Music, like, is something that I always do. Like, I'll just listen to music, and it just feels like I'm in a cloud, or I'm not worrying about whatever is worrying me. Oh, thank you. Yes. Okay, it's okay. Be yourself. It's past 7, so this is dinner time. Yeah, I totally get it. Thank you. Welcome, Sonia. How are you doing? I don't know how to pronounce I know how to pronounce Olukonda. I don't know how to pronounce the other one. Oh, it's okay, Mom Snitch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for your input. Means a lot. Please, guys, subscribe to Mom's Niche if you haven't. Thank you. My Canadian neighbor. Yes, like pushing, like, seriously. That is why, like, if this live stream, let me not even speak. Let me speak positive vibes, or let me speak positivity to this live stream. It has to go well, because if it doesn't, gosh, I just end the broadcast and go arrest. Oh my god. But yes, I just hope that even one or two people come on the live stream and they get, because right now things are really, it's just even like the economy, COVID, um life in itself, it is just a lot for a lot of people. And I'm looking at people who actually are not even in Nigeria or in Africa, and they're in countries where COVID actually hits so much. Then you're living with all that uncertainty. You're not even sure when things are going to ever get back to normal. You don't even know if things are ever going to go back to the way they used to be. A lot of people are actually saying now that things can never go back to how it used to be. Things should just, like, evolve from what it is right now. So it's very easy for you to feel feel some kind of way. That's why this video is very important. So if somebody or one or two people get something from it, it's enough. The girl that the lady who runs away from pressure has run into the live stream. Sonia,
Hi, Rosie. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I want you to
You
say,
see,
I know how to say Olukonda. I don't know how to say the other one.
which other one is it?
Ohakon, there's another one you call that you always write too.
Oh, Okahanja is my hometown.
Okahanja.
Not
That's it,
yeah,
Okahanja.
Okahanja. Yeah,
Okahanja.
yeah. Okahanja is where I live, and
Okay.
Olukonda is where I went for camping, like in northern Namibia.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Most of the towns in Namibia starts with an O.
Oh, good.
Very, very interesting. It's Okahanja, Olukonda, or Chivarongo. Everything there is just
Are those
O.
states or like or
Anyways,
cities or towns?
sorry?
Are they states or are they cities and all that?
No, it's towns. You know, Namibia is so small. We only have one city, one major city. The rest are just towns. Like they are not qualified to be called cities yet. It's just
Okay.
towns, small, small towns. Um, yeah, the reason I also jumped on this live stream is because I promised myself like from 8 p.m. I need to rest away from YouTube. you
Oh,
know.
what's the time there? What's the time there now?
It's eight. It's past eight. 18 minutes past eight.
Yeah, my dear, do anything that works for you because let me tell you something. Whitey will stress you. Whitey is
Yeah,
stressful.
yeah. Yo,
Before you
it's
know, you
just too
realize
much.
I was even telling myself yesterday that I was going to watch a movie, and before you know, I was watching videos. I was trying to catch up, and before you know, it was midnight. And see,
You
like right now,
know.
I have a video I'm supposed to edit, but I can't do a live
Mm-hmm.
stream and edit video, so there's not going to be video tomorrow. But tomorrow is actually a video day. But gosh, I'm going to skip it. I'm not going to post. Nothing is going to happen. Do you get?
Yeah.
Nothing is going to
Yes.
happen because I know that if I can edit the video this night and still put it up, but it's just going to really stress me. You understand? Because like I said earlier,
Mm.
when I had a very long day, then I'm doing my normal live stream, which should be Tuesdays. Then I'm going to edit a video and I'm going to try to export and put it out there and think of a title and thumbnail. It is a lot. I'm not doing that today. Trust me. That's tomorrow's
That's
job.
another. You know what I did? I actually put a lot of my videos on private.
Yeah,
Then I
I used
just.
to have videos like that sometimes, but some other times you can run out of videos and you get busy, you've not shot new
Mm.
batch and all that. But sometimes in fact, sometimes I have a lot of videos to just put on public. Other times you have one or two. I actually have one right now, but I'm just not ready to post that video. So I'm just like still, I just don't feel like it's time to post that video.
Oh, all right. Let me actually contribute to the topic, and for me, I feel like YouTube is also one of those pleasures that as an adult. But first and foremost, growing up, right? As a child, you always want to be an adult. You want to be there,
Yeah,
so you can have
they
your
didn't
own
tell us. They
money.
didn't tell us.
They didn't tell us it's a trap. So growing up, you want this, you want that, and that, and that, and stuff like that. Hi, Chidema. How are you doing? Um, Darcy, Jenny, thank you so much. I actually just want to be here for like maybe 10 minutes and then because I need to retire from YouTube. Like I
It's
told
fine.
myself 8 p.m. I need to go and just, relax. Right. Yeah. So growing up, basically, you have these aspirations. You want to do certain things at a certain age and stuff like that. Okay. And then it happens. Getting married, having kids or a child and stuff like that. And
Oh,
then
wow.
now
Oh, man.
the pressure actually, no, it's different. The journey is different for everybody. So first and foremost, the pressure of being an adult is that I have to do this, I have to pay for this, I have to do that and stuff like that. So the pressure that I constantly used to battle was the pressure of, friendships. Like my friend is doing this and I also want to do
Oh,
that. My friend is getting married. Let me also, you understand. But then I later realized that, you know what? Those are not actually things that I need to pressure myself with. All right. And then you get to a point where you're like, okay, even when you now found a partner, want to get married, again, it's another pressure. Now your
yeah.
wedding must look like this, your dress should look like that, and you know stuff like that. But I personally believe
Be
that,
flashy but not too flashy. Let it be short but not too short.
yeah,
Not too long and not too high.
you
Not too
know,
low. Gosh.
I feel like if at anything that has tested my adult pressure was wedding. Guys, I don't know. Now the people that want to get married now, I just look at them like, okay, you know, it's all good, but
I
yo,
was
the
telling
work
someone
that
that they
goes.
didn't have to, like, the pressure is so much. Really, it's something.
Yeah, the work and the pressure that goes in there, I just feel like it's not necessary at all, you know. So it's basically just a person, like for me, everything is now just a personal choice, right? Whether you want to do it and you don't want to do it. I think I read a comment from, was it Victoria's? Um she's no, 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 not Victorious, it was someone, and the person actually said that those that you can't, give to God, those that you can't, and stuff like that. And it's so true, because in this world we live in, it's like everything and everyone and every space wants your time. That is the most important thing that we need to basically look at in this, in this sphere now. Like your time, even if you are an adult, your time, what takes so much of your time, or what is actually so demanding, that is, so I believe, like, really guarding your time very, very well, that is the most important thing for me personally now. If anything takes up my time that is not building me, that is not constructing me, then
Yeah,
no, I let that go. And
yeah,
when it comes to pressure of society, I feel like I have lived enough to know that society will always be society. And I look at society like, you know what, it's fine. Keep on saying you want me to do like this, or you want me to look like this. I actually don't care, so you need to put up that I don't care. Uh, um,
yeah. As
um,
long as you're not hurting anybody.
yes, as long as you're not hurting anybody. But mind you, you're gonna hurt. You're gonna hurt people. You're gonna hurt people whether you like it or not, because even
I
just
mean,
you
like
being you,
hurting, not because somebody's hurt because they didn't do what they want to do. You know,
yeah,
like
doing what they want
like
to
not
do.
hurting people, like hurting. Not because let's somebody
Yeah,
tells you do this. If somebody tells you pack your hair to the back, because I'm looking at your hair right now, so I can think
yeah,
of that.
yeah.
Somebody says pack your hair to
Okay.
the back, and you say no, I want to keep an afro. You get the person says, oh, I'm hurt. You're not packing your head to the back. That's not the kind of hurt I'm talking about, because people are going to be hurt. Talking about like
Yeah.
really really hurting people.
Yeah, and even with hurting people, like I said, sometimes you may say, look, I have a budget as an adult right now. And if something comes which is not within my budget, I may not cater for it, right? And what if that something is probably an old, a great, whatever cousin of yours that, like, no, please, just give me 10,000 naira. I need to do this and this and that. And then you say, no, sorry, I actually can't. You understand? That is you trying to not succumb to that pressure, because people are like, I need help, but then you are like, I can't because I'm unable to. And that person may end up being hurt because you are not able to help them,
Yeah,
so it's basically saying no, saying no to a lot of things. You need to say no to a lot of things, like instant gratification. Like, we are in a fleshy world, we live in a fleshy world, right? Social media tells us, do this, do that, and you see people, like, they're out at the best restaurants, best hotels and stuff, and you're like, oh my goodness, maybe I also need to be there. But then again, you say no. You need to enjoy the moment, enjoy the
yeah,
moment, enjoy where you are, enjoy your family,
yeah,
enjoy your, I always tell my single people, I say, enjoy your singleness, because when you get married is another ball game. You understand?
yeah.
So yeah, so I feel
You
like
don't want to be thinking, I missed that. But if you think like you finish this step, when you get to the next one, you're not thinking, I could have done that, I could have done that. Mm-mm.
yeah, like, the average person always thinks, what's it like on the other side, like, especially on YouTube, you're like, okay, fine, I wonder how it will be when I have 500 subscribers. And then you get 500 subscribers, and then you're like, oh, okay, it's like this, all right.
Girl,
And
tell
then
me
now
about it. Girl, tell me about it.
And now,
Oh my
now you are looking forward to the next milestone. But I'm like, it's very exciting. But sometimes you sit
I feel
down
like
and
that's
say,
one
okay,
of the things that was put into us as humans so that we want to achieve. Do you understand?
mm,
But it has to
yeah,
get to a point where you are able to control it, because that's where greed comes in, that's where obsession comes in, that's where, you know,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
you have to be able to control it.
Yeah, and I think with my last words I would just like to say the only thing that helps me personally to not to succumb to pressure or not to sort of like compare myself is contentment, you know.
Oh, great.
Once you are content with who you are, what you have, and what you can actually, you know, be at that phase in your life, then everything else will start to make sense, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is basically my last word with that. Be content, guys. Just be content. Even when you are married, be content. Don't now say, okay, fine, now we are married or now we are what? Let's have more of this and that and that. It's not wrong to wish for more. But then yet again, you need to look back and say, is this really um helping me, or am I just succumbing to certain pressures, you know? So yeah, Chidema says it's enjoy your singlehood. Guys,
Yeah.
enjoy too.
Yes. Thank
So
you so much,
yeah,
Sonia.
thank you so much, Rosie. I will
Yeah,
retire now
regards to
and
our small
yeah.
YouTuber.
Small YouTuber.
Regards to
uh,
small YouTuber. Thank you so
oh,
much.
all right, thank you.
All right, guys. Yes, thank you to Sonia. Keep coming, guys. Keep coming. Share the video if you can. Share the live stream rather, if you can, so people can come around, share their experiences, so we, you know, talk everything through and help each other. Thank you guys so much. Keep coming. Keep coming. Hey, ma. Keep coming. If you want to share your thoughts, I'm right here. Right here. Keep coming, guys. Please share. Oh, yes. Sonia's accent. Oh my gosh. It's a whole other. Yeah, I feel like I can hear her so well. It's so interesting. Sometimes when she says something, sometimes I repeat after her. Like I just say, okay, Sonia would say this like this. She says something, sometimes I just repeat what she has said. Guys, call in if you can. Call in if you can. Let's talk about how we deal with pressure so that we can help each other. Call in, please. Call in. I'll share the link again so that you can call if you want. I'm also going to pin the link so that it's easier for you to call in when you want to. The link is going to be pinned now after I share this particular one. I'm going to pin the link. I'm going to just pin the link so that you can call in if you want to. I'm trying to pin the link. Keep coming. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. I just pinned the link now, so the message has been pinned. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, keep coming. Thank you guys so much. This whole pressure thing is a lot. You feel like it's not too much. It's like when you see somebody on social media, like the time you see somebody who posts like a house, a whole house, it's my own, and it's not your own actually. And the funny thing is, somebody who has the house, okay, a few years ago when Blessing CEO had the issues with Onyeze and the whole house thing, like what will make you go to somebody's house, walk into the gate, claim the house, the owner calls, you say that's my house, you say that's my house, like you are dragging the house, somebody who bought the land and put up a structure, you understand, because you are trying to please people who don't even know you personally, who don't care about you really, because if you don't tell them stuff, they won't, tell you. Now what it's like chain now to influencing. People are influencing, and it's actually good to influence. If you're an influencer, it's good because you make money from it. But the point of something that's very delicate is, okay, the person said, I bought this, I used this, and actually you don't even use it. The whole thing on social media right now is like, it's crazy. Guys, keep coming, please. Thank you. Um, let's even talk about the pressure to make fast money. Yeah, that's another story. Like I think I said that in a live stream a few days ago, how 19 years old, like they really just want to drive the latest Benz. You're 19, you don't have money, you don't have old money, your parents don't have money. It's not like a 19 years old person that, okay, the parents have made money and there's a Benz for them in the compound to drive. That's a different matter. Or your parents have maybe achieved stuff and they bought you a car. You are just 19. Now who says you can't drive that car when you are 30, when you're in your late 20s? Who says you don't have the whole of your life to drive that car? Why do you want, okay, you see a lot of universities right now in Nigeria, what they are doing is they are saying students shouldn't drive cars into the school compound, which in itself is actually very backwards, truthfully, because students should be allowed to have cars and drive. But you can imagine what happens that lecturers are now saying students should not drive cars. You know what it means? Like maybe at a point, students probably now have more cars than lecturers. Students who don't have anything, who cannot really say what they are doing as in for a living. Now they have more cars than the lecturers. Now they're driving more cars than lecturers. In fact, right now another trend is, how you graduate from university and they write the like a signing out thing, they write on your clothes. Yes, now they sign out on cars. Then people who graduate from school, there's a convoy of cars. How did you buy these cars? It's just like the whole what is going on, it's just a lot. Nobody wants to be calming down. Oh my god, it's crazy. I saw a school, I think IMSU, or I know it's a school in Imo State. This last week said the students shouldn't drive cars into the school compound. And I think another university had done that sometime last year, saying that students should not drive cars into the school compound. You would know the amount of cars the lecturers are seeing and the kind of things that are happening to make them make that kind of decision. Victorious is calling in, so we're going to take a call. Welcome, my Canadian neighbor.
my Canadian
Your
neighbor.
neighbor, welcome. Oh,
Sorry, I'm at work. I work today. I'm working early today.
oh
It's
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 fine. I don't even
11
know the time. What's the
11:30
time
a.m.
difference?
We are talking about dealing with stress and pressure, right? Just like somebody was
Yeah.
saying, I was really enjoying the comment section. That
Oh,
sometimes
great.
we just carry stress. Unnecessary. There are stress that we can avoid, and there are stress that we have to deal with, which
Yeah.
comes with life, right? Life is on its own, it's not a bed of roses. There's things that just adulthood, hormonal changes, a lot of things that happen in your life that are
Girl,
stressful, parenting,
tell me
schooling,
about it.
dealing with bills. Even marriage is on in its own self to a certain level of stress, because you have to deal with your differences as much as
Yeah.
it's small, but there are still some differences that you have to deal with. You will never understand why your partner does this thing. You grew up seeing it this way. They're doing it the way they are doing it. It drives you nuts because that's not your
That's not how
normal.
you do it.
Yeah, you get. So those things are in life. At the end of the day, the ones that comes with life, I feel like personally, you just deal with it, and the ones you cannot deal with it, you surrender unto God and just find
Yeah.
your peace. You just find your peace. Talking about the ones that we inherit, I know somebody was saying that, oh, an app or social media that stresses you, you just leave it. But sometimes these things stress us unconsciously. We find
Yeah.
ourselves being stressed about this, like they affect us. It might
Because you're
seem very
exposed to a lot
subtle.
actually.
Yes, it might seem very subtle at the beginning, but by the time you know it, you start acting out of order because of the
Oh,
things that
welcome,
you have
Tarek.
seen,
Thank you so much.
because of the things that you have seen and you have heard. You start acting out of order. And
Yeah.
sometimes you don't even know. Some people need to call you to order. Sometimes you are not even aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're not even aware of the stress. And yes, talking about social media, one thing I have learned, the Bible says, godliness with content is great gain. Be
Yeah.
contented. Whether somebody builds a 12-story building and you don't, you're still doing an apartment, be contented. Yesterday, I was going through the news, and I think 2019 Miss USA, she just threw
Yeah.
herself down
I,
from.
I, you know, the thing is,
So
sometimes there's some messages I see on the social media. I don't
so
read
you
it. Even
realize,
people who have YouTube channels, let's say
yeah,
I'm dodging a particular post on Instagram and you have a YouTube channel and you post it, I'll prefer to watch another video and not watch than to watch that video because things I'm trying to avoid that video. Do you get? So I'm not
yeah,
going to watch the video to show you support. I'm going to try and watch another video, or maybe just if I have to really run it, just like run it, and maybe just there's no point because I'm not going to. I'll just watch another video I had not watched because I'm trying to avoid those things. Like I just think that she jumped off, but I didn't want to read so much about it because I didn't
yeah.
want to stress my
I
head.
saw it on the news too, but I didn't want to focus on it. But when I saw it on the news, like the news, there's a big, very big screen in my office, and they always put news. So when I came across it, I just passed. But the thing that happens in my mind, the first thing that the Holy Spirit dropped to me was like, you see, life, people have the fame, they have the money, they have everything that we feel humanly possible that is the best of
Yeah.
life. They're the ones jumping from fourth or what is six or how many story building, and they're committing suicide. You get, it's just to show us that we should be contented and we should have a level of godliness in our hearts, because all these material things will never satisfy. They will just keep stressing you. They will just keep stressing you. The ones that God has blessed you with, enjoy. But don't look at somebody and envy them. Because the fact that they wear Gucci, they wear brand things, it doesn't mean that they are at peace with themselves or they are at peace with the world.
And even if they are at peace, that's their own life. Face your own. You
Ah,
can actually have it all. You can actually be
yeah,
content, like you said, with
yeah.
your own
With
things
your
that you
own,
have.
just be contented. May let people inspire you, but they should not push you to a point where you are stressed until you're bitter or you're jealous, or you want to kill to get what they want to get, or you want to live a life way above your means. You're adding more stress to yourself. If you're trying to live way above your means, you're stressing yourself more, which is not worth it. It is not worth it. I know we're talking about societal pressure, and I know when Sonia came, she was talking about marriage and things like that. See, we have always said it. Oh, this life is how we make it. At the end of the day, those people who are putting you pressure, those people who are taking loans and trying to plan one Cinderella kind of wedding. Tomorrow, nobody will be there to help you pay your loans. Nobody is there to help you go through the stress of wedding planning. When I see people big wedding, I admire them. Oh. But me, I'd always said it, even when I was small, I said my wedding is for people, me, my husband, two witnesses. Honestly. But
And
it
you
just
had
boils
that.
down. If you have
You
the
had
means,
that.
yes, I did. No, I
You
did
didn't go
not.
back to Cameroon for your wedding.
I did not for my traditional because I was not there. So it didn't really affect me. For the traditional, we were not there, was in the heart of COVID, it was last year. So we couldn't
Yeah.
travel back home. So they did it without us. There were more than 800 people. I don't even think I know 100 people. It was all my mom. She wanted this big, 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 big. I did it for her because of the sake of peace you get, just to get the strength of it, because I didn't want to be fighting back and forth with her. My mother was like, let's do it for them. So we did it for them. But when it came to court and church, forget. It was very intimate and very small. Just what
Yeah.
I wanted. I had pressure. I'm a leader in my church. I had sales that I run. I have a lot of pressure. But I feel like COVID, God just heard my prayer. I had COVID just hit, and they were like, "Oh, we can't have more than 20 people." I was like, "Thank you, Jesus." Hey, answered prayer. So you get the whole idea.
Yeah.
Just go for what you want. It's not a bad thing to admire. Me, I admire those who do big weddings. Though I like watching weddings on YouTube. I really admire those who have big weddings. But that's why I said, search your own strength. You get
Yeah.
search your strength and dwell on your strength. Planning is not my strength. I don't want the strength. I will go not, because I feel like some level I'm a very perfectionist. I like things being a kind of way. And weddings, no, I can't just go through that. No, I can't. So find your strength, hold on to your strength. Don't be looking at other people's strength. Maybe somebody, it is your thing, planning big weddings and having things organized the way it is and coming out perfect. If it's not your strength and you cannot pay for it, even some people who pay for it, they still stress because they want to be sure that, oh, even this thing I paid for, it should come out perfectly. This thing I paid for, it should come out the way I want it. If it is not your strength, my sister, it doesn't make your marriage less of a marriage. It doesn't say
Yeah.
that, oh, if you don't do $1 billion wedding, your marriage will not last. It's not the
Mm-hmm.
amount of money you spend and how lavish your marriage is that will make it last.
Hello, honey. Welcome to the live stream. How you doing? Hope you're feeling better.
So let's
Thank
just
you.
let's just be contented. Find out our strength, dwell on your strength. The things that you allow stress you because you're looking at other people's things. Maybe what you have they don't have. They are probably also stressing about what you have.
Yeah.
There are people out there who wish they had a quiet life, but you want a chaperone life. Like it is what it is. Like just enjoy your own where you are and your peace. Even the Bible says, make peace with yourself and with
We're
men.
just talking about. Honey's asking what the topic is. Sorry, Victorious.
It's
We're just
okay.
talking about adulthood and all the pressures that come with being an adult. And how do you handle the pressures when they come? Because and earlier on in the live stream, we talked about some pressures that are actually unavoidable, like maybe the ones that life would just happen, and some that can be that can you can avoid, like the ones that social media, like we're talking about right now. So we're just talking about how do you handle pressure. So what do people do to handle pressure? It's really what we're talking about. Hi, Elma. Hello, Elma. Thank you so much, honey. Direct says, like, seriously, yeah, it's not about how big the event looks. Like, what matters most is a happy home after the wedding day. Yes, Direct. Thank you
That's
so much.
true.
Welcome, honey. Yeah, okay. Yes, thank God. Thank God. Hello, Oma. Thank you so much. Hey, Code One Day. Thank you so much for coming around. Thank you. Yes. Good evening, everyone from Honey. Thank you so much. So yes, that's what we're talking about. What we're talking
Yeah,
about.
and the
Just talking
last thing
about
the
life.
last thing I want to talk about is choose. I like to learn to choose your battles. It's not everything life throws at you that
Yeah.
you have to take to chess. Learn to
Mm-hmm.
choose your battles.
Okay.
Even within your home, there are certain things that your kids will do or your husband will do that it might be wrong, but just remove your eye from it. Because if you have to take
Yeah.
everything to chest, you will die of high blood and mental health. You get. That's why
Crazy.
I remember when we were growing up, our moms used to have the mama's eye. Your mom will not talk, but just her eye, you give it's gonna tell you like a whole story.
Yeah.
So sometimes let's learn to choose our battles. Let's learn to choose the areas where we direct our energy to. Some things are not worth it. It's not because they are perfect, they are right. No, but it's just that they don't want you stressing or putting so much energy
Thank
on
you,
them.
Code.
Yeah.
We're talking about this, and most of us are talking about things that
Oh,
can be
code. Hi, code.
yes,
Hi, my computer with that brother.
that can be avoided. But another thing that is very important to me is that things that cannot be avoided. Like, let's say it's something that you actually want. Let's say you want a particular thing for your life at this point, and it's not happening for you. You get the truth
Yeah.
is, no matter how we try to look at it or be theoretical about it, you feel the pressure. Maybe not as intensely as or as intense as you felt it yesterday, but you feel pressure, like to do a particular thing, to achieve a particular thing, to have a particular thing. And that's not because you're not content or you're being greedy or anything. You are just being a normal human being who wants a particular thing and it's not happening for you. You understand? You feel the pressure of, oh, I want this.
Yeah.
Why am I not getting it? Why am I not having this? You understand? Because
Yeah.
truthfully, that is how life is, and we're not just trying to just talk about it lightly and everything. What do you do at those points? Like, what do you do? Practical things you do. Like, how do you even handle it? Even when you do stuff and you really there's nothing you can do about it, and people just say you can't do anything about it. Just relax and let life take its course. But really, is it very easy
Okay.
to relax
So
and
you
let
was
life take its course?
talking about those things, right? Even the things we want in life, there's some things that are under our control, certain things that are not. I'll give, for example, marriage. You get to a certain stage where you have the desire to marry,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not in your control. You, as a woman, even as a man, you will not just go out there, go drag a man by the neck and buy a ring and put in his hand to put in your hand, or to go pay your bride price. You get, you want it, yes. It's a need, yes. You are that stage where you feel like you're prepared, yes. But it's not 100% under your control.
Mm-hmm.
You get. I remember there was a time where I really had a desire. I've been believing God for this thing. Like, God showed me that I was gonna get this thing. But then I became so anxious. I was really looking for when it's gonna happen. Like, it was like the anxiety, it was an issue.
Anxiety
One
is
time
an
I went for
issue, a
one,
very big issue.
like like I can't even lie. I was like, where every little thing was, I was trying to attach meaning and trying to see when God is gonna do it. I went for one retreat. That was 2 years ago. And then this scripture came, I think from the book of Matthew 1:6, if I'm not mistaken. It says, it is not for you to know the time and the season when God will
Okay.
execute his authority. That was the scripture that gave me peace. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how anxious you are. If it is not under, like, okay, let's talk about something like education. Education is under your control. It takes you to
Okay.
read to pass your exams, see where you get. It's somehow 80% under your control.
In not in Africa all the time.
At least, let's just say, at least if you still put in the effort, at least
Yeah.
80%, maybe 20% with your teachers, you get. Yeah. But something like marriage that is not solely dependent on you, something like
Yeah.
childbearing, you get. There are people who have done all the systematic styles that the world can offer, done the IVF, done whatever they want to do, but they don't still have the child.
Yeah.
Is it in your doing? No. They tried their own human possibility?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
another example. Now,
You get.
how that person is supposed to stay and not think about it. Sometimes when I see people talk about like that particular case, and they try to take your mind off it, I'm like, that advice, is it something that can be done? How does somebody take up their mind from something that's like maybe at that point in their life the most important thing to them, something that they want so badly. How is it? And I know that okay, you can try, maybe not stress about it so much, just live your life and everything, but it is constantly staring at you in the face. Okay, keep coming, guys, from Neki. Honey says, give yourself peace from within.
From within.
That's it.
That's true. Okay, for the one of childbearing, right? I don't know how people deal with it because I've never been there. But I'll talk about the one for marriage. When I came to Canada 2014, I was believing God for my documents in Canada. I prayed about it endlessly. God showed me how I got my papers. I was going through. He told me it was gonna come to pass. He told me I was gonna have a family. My papers came to pass that same year. The family part, I was shining my eye, very anxiously waiting for it. Did I make mistakes because of my anxiety and my stress? Did I make a lot of mistakes? Yes. Did I repent? Yes. But I also realized that stress can make you act out of character and even miss out on what God has for you because you're going with emotions and you're going with
Uh-huh.
human reasoning. You get. So as I said, when I got to that retreat, that scripture was that one that gave me peace. Me, I find my peace in God, and I try to find my peace within. That's why I don't like missing church. I don't like missing fellowship because it's just like a peaceful place. Even statistics show that most Christian women live longer than non-Christian women because they have an outlet where, like on Sunday or Bible study, you go out, you worship. Sometimes even the songs minister to you, you cry out that burden, and you
Yeah.
come out feeling a little bit refreshed. You get. I'll talk on about marriage. I got to a point where I was telling myself that if the will of God is going to happen, if it's not the will of God, there are single people who have fulfilled destiny, who have fulfilled purpose.
Yeah.
I made peace with myself that if God is not going to Allow me go through that part. I'll prefer to be single and be accomplished and fulfill purpose than to get into a marriage which is not of God, and then I suffer or endure it. That was the point where I got to. You get that's finding
Yeah.
your peace. It doesn't matter what you have to take. Some
Yeah.
decisions are drastic, but have that self-talk with yourself. Be realistic and find your own peace. I
Mm-hmm.
got busy doing my own things. I got busy building myself, studying, investing. I know people came to me like, "Oh, wait, why don't you wait for all this investment you're doing until you get married?" I asked them, what if I was never meant to get married?
Mm-hmm.
There are still single people who are doing great things. There are single people who are doing a lot of things. I got busy, and when it was time out of nowhere, God did it. You get. So for
Welcome,
me,
Danny.
no stress exists, but find your peace. Find your peace. It doesn't matter what you have to do. If it's traveling, if it's maybe prayed more, just find the peace. Because I used to say something. I said something in one of my videos. I'm like, sometimes we worry a lot, but it doesn't change the hand of God. It doesn't change the timing of God. And then in the course of our worry and our stress, we miss out on life a lot. Then when it's God's time and God does that thing for us, you look back, you look at how stressful you were, the things you missed out on, and you start wishing you could reverse the hands of time. So live life by the day, find your own peace, make peace with that day. Every day I
Yeah.
wake up, one of the scriptures I've put in my washroom, one of the scriptures that is in my mirror in my washroom is, "This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." So when I'm brushing my teeth in the morning, I'm saying that scripture. I'm even saying it to myself. So it makes me find peace in the little things every single day. And before you know it, a month gets by, a week gets by, a year gets
Yeah.
by, and you're making progress in life. And finally, you look back and say those things you prayed for, you're worried about, are all coming together, even when you least expected it.
Okay. Honey said it's not all about wishing all you want. It's not just happening, but knowing that something you want might not be what God wants you to
For
have.
you, truly. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. The code says you guys are inspiring me more with your beautiful contributions on the subject matter. Rosie and Mirabel, thank you so much, Code.
Thank
Thank you
you
so much.
so
We try. Thank you. Thank you
much.
so much. The link is pinned. If you want to call and just share your thoughts, you can. You can call and share your thoughts on this matter, how you deal with it personally. Mirabel has said how she deals with pressure, stress, life generally,
Mhm.
personally. Yes, and you don't know who this might help because, like I said earlier on, trust me, these times are rough. Like the economy, I said, COVID, the whole uncertainty, people not knowing when life will get back to normal or if it will ever get back to normal, not knowing what they are, whether they will be out of job today or it is just a lot. So a lot of people are anxious. It's so easy to get anxious these days, so easy to be pressured, to begin to feel anxious. So what do you do when you begin to feel this way? What do you do to help yourself feel better? What do you do to help relieve or reduce at least the anxiety? Welcome, Shula. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. So the link is pinned. You can call in and share your thoughts on the subject matter. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You can share in the comment section also. I'll read your comments out. Thank you. Welcome, Shrila. How you doing? How's your day going? How are you doing? Danny and family, yes, welcome. Thank you so much. One day at a time. Oma, thank you so much, Oma. I'm still here at the background. Oh, thank you so much, Oma. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Thank you, everybody who is here. Thank you guys so much. One day at a time, really, yes, one day at a time. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Code says, this reminds me of the first time I received a Bible. Okay, great. Let's hear it. Says, oh, thank you so much, Shula. Thank you so much. Shula, how are you doing? How is work? How is your day going? You guys, if I begin to ask everybody who comes on this live stream the time difference, I'm probably going to forget the time in Nigeria because you all are in different locations. I'll probably just forget the time in Nigeria itself. So, hey, hope you're having a good day, Shula. Thank you. Thank you for coming around. We just need to really find peace in ourselves, like Honey has said, like find peace. It's not easy. Life happens. A lot of things happen in life. Things not going as we planned. It's things not coming around when we wanted them to. Things not happening for us when we want them to. But we just have to look at the brighter side. Try to find peace. What Honey says, try to find peace in ourselves. Kiki, welcome, Kiki. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Thank you so much for coming around. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. The link is pinned. We're talking about pressures and adulting. When you become an adult, people will say adulthood na scam because when you want, when you're younger, you wanted to become an adult, and now you're an adult, and you're like, they did not tell me. They didn't tell me. Like, just a lot of things to do, a lot of things to achieve, a lot of things you want to. Thank you so much, Shula. A lot of things you want to achieve, a lot of things you want to do at a particular time. um, you know, it is just a lot sometimes. And before you know, you begin to feel overwhelmed. There's a lot of pressures. You're anxious. You want a particular thing, it's not happening. You want a particular, um, you want to have a particular stuff, and it's not happening. It is just, how do you deal with these pressures? And Mom's Niche first said initially that there are some pressures that we can actually avoid, and that's just about social media pressure. Pressure of people that you don't know from Jack, and you're seeing their progress, you're seeing what they have, and you don't know. You begin to feel pressure. You can avoid some of those kind of things, but also there are some pressures that you cannot avoid. They're staring at you in the face. How do you handle those ones? Congratulations on your 5K. Yes, so I like the sound of 5K. I like the sound of 5K. Thank you so much, Kiki. Yes, it's on its way. Oh. It's on its way. Thank you so much, Kiki. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh yes, code, we're good. Yes, please do. Network. Oh, is there network issues? Oh, sorry about that. Oh, Kiki, I didn't know that. Doesn't look like it's buffering or anything. Yes, so Abio. Oh, he's with his father. I can actually see him from here. I'm actually surprised he has not come to check up on me today. I actually went to check up on him once. He's fine. He's okay. He's doing great. Thank you so much for asking. They are all fake. If you have slight or inside of those people that you think have it all, you might be disappointed. True, true, true. Code is Samuel is calling in, so we're going to device not connected. Code, it says your device not connected, so I can't let you in because it's saying device. They will connect their mic slash cam before you can add them to the stream. Okay, code, that's what it's saying. You have to connect your mic or cam before I can accept you into the stream or the stream. You disappointed, truthfully, true. And I also say, even if those people have what they claim they have, face your front, face your front. Code, I can't let you in because it's saying my device not connected. You guys keep coming, share in the comment section. Yes. You never really know what people are going through. You never really know what people want and they don't have. You never really know fully what's going on with anybody. That's why you can't be wishing about, just really do what you have to do for yourself. And that should be it. Yes, yes, honey. I need to dignify you. That's so true. Thank you. Thank you. Shula was looking for you. See, Shula, after you asked after him, he now came to look for me. Oh my god. I don't even have strength. I'm so tired. I can't carry you. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Yeah. Guys, please keep coming. I just put it on the guys, please check it out on this live. Oh, okay, from Koti. Thank you, Koti. I'm going to add some into the stream. Okay, Code. Thank you so much, Code.
I can't
Welcome
even
to the
hear
live
myself.
stream. Yeah?
I
Can you guys
think
hear Code?
okay,
Please say yes
I
if you
can
can hear
hear
him in the
myself.
comment
I
section.
can hear myself. Let me see.
Yeah? Okay, I think Code is having issues with his mic or something. Okay. Code is saying device not connected again. He's trying to share something. I think he's having issues with his mic or stuff. Code. I don't think he's right now. He's not even on the online anymore. I can't add him. Okay, I can add him now.
Okay.
Okay, Code. Welcome. Oh, he's off again.
On and off.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. Where is Mirabel? Is she here?
Yeah, I think she's off. She might be in the background. So yeah.
I see. When I overheard her um, quoting a verse in the Bible, so that reminded me of my first. How do I put it? My very first beginning in this journey of eternal life. Understand me? So, prayer. Anybody who is listening to me, if you are not praying, if you think that prayer doesn't work, then you are lacking a lot of things in your life. Prayer works. Prayer works. The heavenlies, they see you when you kneel down and pray. They see you. So that I could remember when I was in Nigeria, I used to say a particular prayer, an hour prayer from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. So I used to do that. I don't know. I can't even remember how many days per week I used to do that. So there was this very day I was so tired I couldn't say my prayer. I couldn't say the prayer. I slept up. Then in my dream, I found myself in a midst of, let's say, other believers, and I was asked to open a particular verse in the Bible. They told me open this verse. I I recorded the verse. Immediately I woke up from sleep, I decided to go look for that verse. I have never read that verse before. I decided to go read that verse. To my greatest surprise, can I read it out?
Definitely.
The quotation I got from my sleep after failing to pray or to say that prayer was First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 6. It says, "So then, let us not be like others who are asleep, but let us be awake and sober." You can see the correlation.
Mm-hmm.
You can see how the verse relates to what I should do. Can you see it? I got that
Yeah.
from my dream. I never read that verse before, but I got that from
Oh,
my dream. I recorded the verse. I woke up and read that. So prayer works. Anybody that is not praying or that anybody that doesn't pray, please keep on. Just find a time. Find the time for God, even if it is 30 minutes. Do it every day, anywhere you can.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it should be in a particular, maybe just only at home. Do
Yes.
it wherever you can. 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Just make it like a daily something that you should
Routine. Yeah.
communicate with the heavenlies. Prayer works.
Thank you.
Mirabel, thank you for reminding me of my very,
Oh, amazing. I think
yeah.
she's still here. Hopefully, she might hear you. She's always in the
Okay,
background somehow.
okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Code. This is your first time calling into my live stream. Yay! I'll just give you a medal. You have medal of colors.
Uh, okay,
Thank you
thank you
so
guys,
much.
and
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Yes, Honey says, just realized you're over 500. Oh, thank you so much, Honey. Thank you so much. Thank you. Absolutely right, Sam. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, sis Oyoyo. Hello, sis. Is this your braid? I was going to tell you, I was like, I don't like to distract live stream. This your braid is popping. It's your braids. They're popping, popping. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, thank you so much for your words of encouragement, Sam. Shout, shout. Hello, yes, hello, Sister. Thank you, greetings, Oyoyos. Hello, everyone. Thumbs up done. Thank you so much. Be yourself, Haking. Hello, be yourself. Thank you guys so much. We're just talking about pressures and all the pressures that comes to being an adult. You know, we said um, when you're younger, you want to be an adult. When you're an adult, you're like, okay, okay, okay. All this comes with being an adult. And yeah, just really talking about all the things that come with being an adult, all the pressures, and how do you avoid this pressure? How do you deal with this pressure? Because it's very significant now. Because it's not something that will shy away. Because a lot of people are stressed. There are a lot of stress. Oh, okay. Yes, I knew. When I saw it, I said, "This is Nigerian braids. This braid is from Nigeria. The way it was, the way the thing sets, the Nigerian braids. Not saying Igbo's braids they don't need to set to, but the person do am very very well. The person made it very well. I'm not able to like because the person made it very well. Like hair is very low, as in it looks very natural. It's very nice. It's very nice. Looks good. Hello, Shula. Hello, be yourself. So we're just talking about because a lot of people right now are stressed. A lot of stress. There's a lot of stress. The ones we Mom's niche said there's some you can avoid and some you cannot avoid. She was talking about social media stress that you can avoid those ones and maybe cut off from those apps that you feel like stress. If you feel like anything is stressing you on those apps. So we're asking those those things that happen to you as adults that you can not avoid, like the ones that life just practically throws at you. How do you handle those ones? Even those ones that you feel you can avoid, how do you end up avoiding them? You know? So how do you avoid them? What do you do to avoid the stress? For they sell it for 200. I just got my $200. Are you serious? Are you serious? And with the whole shipping and everything, it's not even going to get up to this. The shipping and it won't even get up to this. I don't think shipping is even too expensive. I think they do like I see some of these hair vendors say it's 15K maybe depending on the country you're going to. But I think UK, America they say 15K thereabout. So I think it's actually a good deal. It's actually a good deal. And hair is actually lightweight. Hair is lightweight, so most people can travel far. a lot of hairs. Hair is lightweight. I can't add you. I can't add you. Shula, it's telling me your device not connected. It's big money, yes, yes. So ah, I'm not the one who he's not with me. Oh, he's actually with the father, but he was just crying a little bit. So I was checking on him. I'm not even with him. He came once and he left almost immediately. He doesn't have my time today. I hope he continues. He doesn't have my time. Hello, Shula. Welcome.
Hello, hello, hello,
Yes,
Rosie. Our
thank
boy
you.
is not. Our boy says that it's too much, mommy. Too much
Sorry.
love. I said our boy
Thank
now.
you.
He said
Thank
that
you.
it's too much love.
Yes, you
Can
talked
you hear
about him
me?
and he came. I think he's coming back again. He's coming back again.
Ah, you must really like me.
Come and say hi. He just listens to you. Whenever you talk about him, he starts looking for me. Ah, he doesn't know I don't have strength. Yeah,
Is
Shula is
that
looking
is
for
that
you.
is that boy mom connection?
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. Hi.
You like it? Thank you.
Look at your twin. Oh my god. Oh my
Thank
god.
you. Say hi, Auntie Yo. Say hi. Say hi, Auntie Shula. Hi, Money. Money Space. Hello. Say hello, everybody. Mm. All right. Time to go. Say bye, everybody. Time to go. Let me go. Yeah. You got me to that? Good job. Bye. Thank you so much, Shula, for coming. Yes. Hello, Money Space. Thank you.
No, I didn't get the reminder, but I know your today is your day
Oh,
because
oh,
I
okay. I
have
didn't, I didn't, I
everybody's
didn't.
day.
I was so tired, like I said. Like, oh, thank you, sis. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't want to do it. I actually had a long day. I'm tired, but I said, mm-mm. Since I've said Tuesday, let it be Tuesday. I was
Right,
tempted to move it to Wednesday, but I said, no, just do it today. Anyhow it goes, let it just be that it's something you're committed to and you're doing it. So
right.
just once a week.
I had
So
to like search your name. I was like, I know today's your
oh,
day, but I
great.
have
Oh,
everybody's name
you
down.
see why it's good to have to create a schedule and habits and all that. Because you knew I
Exactly.
always do my live streams on Tuesday,
Yeah,
you looked out for me even when you didn't see my reminder. You see?
yeah.
Yeah, thank you
There's
so
some
much.
few people that I know their days already. So yeah, this life has stress. So this life, the stress.
Yeah,
Somebody already said that some that is like inevitable, and like coach
yeah,
said, prayers. That's what I've come to realize. Sometimes like when you pray and you read your Bible, God will just expose certain passages to you that will just console you. Just make your day going, even though it's rough. But at least that passage will just calm you down. Like for example, when I was pregnant with my son, I was so sick. I had all kinds of, you know, preeclampsia, all kind of illness you can name in the book of a pregnant woman. I had it. But every time I read my Bible, the worst passage I would fall on was "Do not be afraid." Do not be
yeah.
afraid. And when I fall on that passage, anything that comes up on TV, anything was like, "Do not be afraid." So for
Wow.
me, I was feeling like that was God talking to me. So
Yeah,
since then, it just kind of reduced the stress. I was like, okay, God is telling me not to be afraid. So
yeah.
and everything went on well. So code with I think it's code with
God
Sam.
with Samuel.
Yeah, yeah, he said it right. And also, someone talked about the ones that we can avoid.
Yes,
Friends,
yes, she was
toxic
here earlier.
friends, toxic relationship, toxic friends. The social media. Sometimes you have to take a break because
Yeah.
now you have not noticed, Rosie, this social media is becoming so toxic. Even this white tea that used to be so nice.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, sometimes for something like YouTube now that is your job, that is not
Yeah,
like a job. How
yeah,
do you? Because sometimes you just go to your you just scrolling down, and even the people you don't subscribe to that have maybe that you don't want to be subscribed to, you see their posts, you see their live stream, you see their stuff, How are you supposed to filter all those things? Like I said, I was telling Victoria that there are sometimes
Mhm.
maybe I'm dodging a particular information on Instagram. Let's say something that's actually um, something I don't want to watch, maybe something
Right.
scary or something that I know that will worry me. You understand? And maybe
Yeah,
let's say somebody
exactly.
posts it on Instagram, on YouTube. Somebody now posts it as like information, or I'm still going to dodge it on YouTube, even if I'm subscribed to you and I
Yeah.
watch your videos. The best I can do
Hmm.
is if I have time for your channel at that point, I can go back to your video and watch the one maybe I missed, you know. But that particular one, I'm
Yes,
trying to not watch. I'm not going to watch because I know that I'm going to just maybe be worried, maybe just be anxious, or just
exactly.
worried about maybe the kind of thing, maybe it's the bad stuff that happened. I know that it's going to make me anxious. I will still skip it.
Exactly.
I know that it's
Exactly.
not
Because
easy
that's some,
because it's like you're passing and you're practically seeing it, looking at you. It's not easy.
yeah. There's some that are really scary, especially as moms, like I think there was one thing about, one mom that lost the son and people were just showing the video. I
Yeah,
mean,
I didn't watch that video. You'll be surprised. I think I watched the beginning of that video
you
just for
know,
a few minutes and I didn't watch it again. Just those few seconds I had, I was traumatized.
yeah,
You understand?
I was,
And I saw it just everywhere. It was on YouTube, it was on Instagram, and I did not
yeah,
watch that. I intentionally said I wasn't going to watch that video because I knew that it was going to mess up my head. I didn't want to watch that
right,
video, and I just kept on dodging it.
yeah, and stuff like that, people cannot really expect us to really support.
Yeah,
Like, that's one thing also I was saying on Sonia on it's not everything like if I don't come to this one I'll come to the next one. There are reasons why I didn't watch this one of the videos,
yeah.
well, stuff like that, maybe stuff that I don't approve of or stuff that are gonna disturb me, you know but yeah, now it's like Whitey is so it's so becoming toxic because people are just attacking you. You haven't returned, you haven't come back, you haven't. Oh my god! But
Yeah, I think YouTube is a whole other pressure point. This one says I tell people to realize there's no rush in being an adult because you can't get definitely you cannot get your childhood back.
let's
You
have it back.
cannot. You cannot. The moment it starts, it has started.
Yeah, that
There's
started.
no
It has
going
started.
back.
There's no going back.
Yes, there's no going back.
Going
Thank you
back.
so much, sis. Yeah.
Yeah. So the best way to control it is just to avoid toxic. My own way
Nigerian
that
YouTube
works.
are pushing. It is so like I
I
feel
tell
like
you,
the hustle. Sometimes it's really just like a place. There's sometimes when I go to a live stream, it just became as if I was just trying to. At some point, initially, I feel like people are beginning to get the message. People are beginning to calm down because
right?
yeah, people are beginning to calm down because even you yourself, you are feeling the stress on your body. You are feeling the pressure. You understand? Okay, like
Yeah.
I was saying something since I came back to Port Harcourt on 8th of January. And since then, we've practically been treating my baby. Like behind my laptop, there's like up to 8 different medicines. My child is a very happy child. Look at him smiling um,
Yeah.
on camera and everything. You get? Oh, thank God
Yeah.
I talk about medicine. He has medicine by 8:30. So you see, 6 minutes time I have to give him his antibiotics. Do you get what I'm saying? Like my baby has been
Right.
practically sick since we got back. And he got better the other time and started feeling sick after like a week plus. And we had to go run tests and everything. And we're still treating him again and everything. You get what I'm saying? But you wouldn't know
Yeah.
because okay, I'm putting out content and okay, I'm trying to still do
Yeah.
my own
Yeah.
thing. And maybe I'm not watching as much videos as I should watch because I have real life issues looking at me like a baby that wants to be carried and we're just dotting last time like I'm either carrying him or his dad is carrying him. We're checking him. I did that video about his temperature and that was just the beginning. I think the next day we had to go to the to run some tests and everything for him after that video. But I didn't come to share that part of the whole story. I didn't want to. Do you understand what
Right.
I'm saying? So people have a lot of things that they are going through personally. Cannot I know some people are actually not supportive of your channel. That's a different matter. But what I try to
Yeah.
do is, what if they are going through stuff? That's what I always try to have in my head. I had stuff I
Yeah.
was dealing with. What if this person was dealing with stuff too?
Right.
How can you cannot be stressing over one thing I know about this YouTube something is your channel will get to the point where it is not the people that you know that are going to support you. Okay, like see, look
Exactly.
at Toyo's
That's
video
what
that
I was
went
looking
viral
forward to.
that had 19K views. Do you get?
That yeah.
Who does she know in the 19K people? Does she know the destination they came from? She doesn't know
Right.
them. So I feel like all of us should be praying to get to a point where we don't know who came and who did not come. And that's really where
Come.
my mind is. Do you understand? I don't
Yeah.
want to be counting who came and who did not come. I know that yes, that's the point that we are in right now, but I'm not going to, stress over it because we want to get to a point where the moment we are get people are getting notification, you are getting like some people you see 10 minutes and you have seen in fact 20 minutes you are seeing over 1,000 comments or 1,000 views. That's what everybody should
Yeah.
be looking at getting to, not you did
That's
not
what
come, okay, you did
everybody.
not come.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So Yoyo
That's
says you can't
one.
believe I left 3 paragraph comment on someone's video about the house help reaction going on and the person deleted my.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I'm really somebody who laughs about things that are not funny sometimes. My cousin would say somebody will fall down, and my first thing is to actually laugh before I say sorry, especially when it's not you are not hurt. To I just have this thing where I just, are you serious? The person did your comment. Oh, I'm
Oh
so
my
sorry.
god.
This whole, the funny thing about this whole house help thing, I've had this house help. Okay, I made a video about house help stuff on
Yeah.
Saturday, but I put it up yesterday. That video was made on Saturday. That video was not even new. So it's not because of the whole house help thing I made that video. I made that video on Saturday, but I posted on Saturday. So my next posting day was Monday, and I posted that video on Monday. But I made that video, and before I even made that video, I'd had that whole house help thing going on in my head for over a week plus, because in fact, I was talking about it since December that okay, plenty house help will go and they will not come back. So if you live in Nigeria, I know that that is like a very recurring something that is very recurrent. It just keeps on happening. People go for this and they don't come back. So it was in my head when I now posted that video. I was like, okay, a lot of house help content on YouTube now. You can't be like saying that this house help thing I follow the top. See, this house help thing is a pandemic. As much as if you don't, it is a pandemic. You know how the average Nigerian person, when they see you with the child, the first thing they want to ask you is, "Do you have a help?" It is a pandemic, especially with women. I feel like it gets to a point
Wow.
where it's like battle of who has helps. People
Mm-hmm.
are shopping. I tell them I don't have a help, and they're like, "Why?" I say, "Because I don't need a help." Truthfully, right now, I
Yeah.
don't think I need a help. Hello, English prep. Hello, everyone. Yes. Hi. Thank you so much. Just leave you on and go. Oh, thank you so much, Australian people. Thank you so much, Julie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think I'll not even stay for too long today. I hope so. But what I'm saying is this whole help thing. Somebody you don't have a help. But I'm like, I don't really need a help for now. If I get to a point where I feel like I need a help, trust me, I'm not going to come on YouTube and say I want to get the help. I'm going to go get the help. Do you get what I mean? But it's like when you're signing marriage certificate in Nigeria, there's a space to say when are you getting help. I feel like because number one, labor. My husband always say labor is very cheap in Nigeria. That is why everybody is doing help thing. Labor is so cheap. You can actually get help so easily. People who earn almost nothing have two, three, four helps in the house because you can afford to pay them because, like I said, labor is cheap. Do you understand? So it's a pandemic right now. Battle of helps, if you can call it that. If you don't have help, you are not um bougie enough. A lot of people need help. When you get to a point where you need a help, you can get help, but it's not okay. Who has help? And I get the whole thing on social media. Maybe let me know what you commented, Soyoyo. I want to know what. Oh my god, this whole help thing is a lot. Is a lot. Shula, I can hear you.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, labor. My husband always say labor is cheap. And my husband always say something that in Nigeria that the helps don't have any specification. You see somebody is your help, the person comes to your house. What is the person's job description? Is the person a cleaner or a nanny or a gardener? Because that's what happened abroad. That's what happens abroad. You will have gardeners or
Yeah.
I think it's beginning to happen in Abuja and Lagos a little because I have a friend. Welcome, Sister Yo, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have a friend in Abuja whose brother has a help, and she told me that one of the first help is actually a nanny. That she doesn't enter the kitchen unless maybe on her own feet because she has a good relationship. She just maybe just to feed the babies. All what she's there to do is the nanny job to take care of the two boys. She doesn't touch the husband's clothes. She doesn't wash any clothes. She doesn't cook any meals. Doesn't make any meals. She is a nanny. That's her job. And I feel like people are beginning to. I feel like it's a process because few years ago people were not paying maids. Few years ago, I was talking about this with my husband too
Wow.
yesterday. Few
Oh
years
my
ago,
God.
people were not paying maids. Few years ago, people maids were your people that you bring from your village. You come and keep them and say you're
Yeah, you
helping
just
them.
go to the village. Yeah.
Yes, and you just do them. Now people in the village don't want to send their children to come and be your help. My child will go to school. There are free schools. You understand? So now people are now beginning to pay maids, even if it's a small amount. It is the first step. Before maybe in 10 years' time, you begin to see people will say, "I'm not here to do nanny. Sign my contract. What am I supposed to do here? Am I a nanny or a cleaner or a gardener or It's we're getting there. We're getting there.
Hello.
Before you know, people will now begin to know, can I really afford two helps? It's nice and say, the other person cannot work. I say, let me join another one because you are paying them peanuts. By the time you are paying somebody heavily, you know if you really need two helps or you can manage one. And you begin to
Yeah.
stand up and do some things for yourself because I feel like this whole help thing, and one of the reasons for this help issue, I always say is a lot of Nigerian men, I'm sorry to say, are not helping a lot. And because the woman cannot come and kill herself, you have to get somebody to help you. Do you get? Before we got married, we talked about this whole help thing. I'm like, okay, my husband actually always said, he not always said, like, he's not about talking. He actually is very helpful in that. That's why I don't need a help for now. So when people say, don't you need the help? I'm like, my husband is very helpful. If he gets to a point where it's overwhelming for the both of us, then we get the help. Because for me right now, I feel like a help is going to be a burden for me. Trust me, a help is going to be a burden for me. Maybe if I have a second child, I will not get the help. But for now, with this one child that I have, I think I can handle him without having a help until maybe if I become more busy, like I said in my last video, if I become more busy and I have to leave the house ahead and I can think, okay, who will stay with him and all that. The whole conclusion of this matter is that labor is cheap in Nigeria, so people can just get and
Absolutely.
it's
You're so
crazy.
right,
Welcome,
host.
Sister Yo-Yo.
Thank you. You're so right.
Yeah.
They are doing reaction video based on Sandra's reality, editorial, Nelo KK's picture in all of those. So I went there after watching the video. I said, Nigeria with help, 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 help. Help is a profession,
Sorry,
Bikunu.
people will be
Is
in abroad and have three whole children and not have help. And you
yeah,
people just
help itself is a profession. They charge from $18. They can charge up to $100, depending on your city and your location. So people should stop looking down on helps as if it's not a profession. It's a profession. That was the first thing I said. And I said that I really pray and hope that one day they will start signing contracts for them to get a help. And the help, the reason why they are being abused by their madams and so is because the helps, they don't realize they have rights. You
yeah.
understand? Because of ignorance and poverty. They'll be
Yeah.
jumping up. Hey, my auntie say she's going to be showing me in her YouTube channel. They'll be
Yeah.
jumping up, not knowing they are selling off their rights and privileges. Over here, Kim Kardashian did Keeping Up with Kardashians, right? If they
I
are
never saw her
getting
helps.
their helps to appear on their video, the helps will get a cut from whatever
Yeah.
revenue they are making at that point in time they appeared. But back home, helps, they don't know their rights. Most of them are
They
from a
don't even know
very
what
poor
their
home.
madams get from those. I know Nigerians are we are very kind people actually.
Mhm.
When we see a help, well, oh, you are doing good, taking care of the person, and Nigerians are just like very, very soft. And that video trends and that video gets a lot of views. That means maybe more money for the person. And
Thank you. And none gets to the help. No
yeah,
percentage gets to the help. So far you can pay 20,000 naira to a help. You have one. In the
15
US, they charge
actually.
you per
People
hour.
pay 15.
Per hour, $18 per hour. That's
Wow.
the people without experience. Then if you get to a bigger cities like New York, $50, $75. California, you pay up to $80 an hour for a help, a maid. So that's not the case back home. Anybody can afford to, hey, Biko, can you take my little girl? Oh, she can help you carry your baby or player.
Yeah.
You just orally, without any documentation, any signing of anything, you take your
There
child,
are a lot
give
of
your
people who are
child
actually
away.
in towns and the person says, okay, my mother said she was going to train me in school,
Mm,
and they came to town, and the person will not go to school, and the parents don't
correct.
even know the person is not going to school.
Correct. And our
And
people
some
are
people will
so
be in the
wicked. I'm
house. You
sorry to
have
say, they are so wicked. If you see the treatment they give to helps, and the same help is the one taking care of their children. They are
of your
not
child that
thinking,
you live with and go out.
thank you. Those helps can poison your children or your entire family.
Like, and even you too. Even
Entire family, they're not thinking that way. When I was growing up, when I was maybe when I was 21 or thereabout, my cousin, I learned one thing from her. My cousin was having children at the time, and she has a help. If you see the way she pampers the help, you think it's her daughter too. So
yes.
somebody came to their house and was asking, "Nne, you take care of this your help." She said, before uncle, you want the girl to beat my children when I'm gone. Do you understand?
Some of
This
them you
was
still
when I
treat
was
them well and they'll still do bad. But my own is just treat everybody well.
Yeah, treat everybody well. You understand? Be kind to them the way you're kind to your children. But the reverse is
Yeah.
80% the case in Nigeria. So I went on this person's channel. I left my comment to 3 paragraphs. I said Nigerian and
You
help.
said three
I
paragraphs.
talked about it being a professional job, that people should stop looking down on them as if they are slaves. They are not
Yeah.
slaves. They are there to do their job and get paid. So it's a job, is a profession. Then I now talked about wait, oh, the person that said they bought a gift, YouTubers bought a gift for somebody's help, and then the YouTuber received the gift. Another YouTuber received the gift and could not bring the girl to the phone to say thank you to the other YouTuber. And I said, well, first of all, I'm surprised the YouTuber accepted a gift for her help. Secondly, did the YouTuber ask the YouTubers for gifts? And thirdly, since they so much cared about that girl, they should go and hire a lawyer and hire human rights activists and prosecute the case, since they now want to be in their homes and run another person's home. If they are so particular what the madam or the big YouTuber is doing to her help, and they feel they are so concerned, they really care for the child, they should get people involved. That I don't know why we can't just mind our businesses and mind our homes. Why would you be in your home and be dictating how another person is doing in her home?
I
That
think
is
with this
wrong.
whole out round right now, before you know they'll stop showing help because it's like this whole trend thing started like last year, and
Mhm.
people are talking about it very much. Before you know, people will stop because they are watching all these videos. How many people are on YouTube in Nigeria now? They are watching all these videos. They are seeing all these comments.
The point is that we don't have a law. We don't have any policing law or anything. So no reporting line. Police will tell you they've not finished chasing criminals on the road. Is it the help and the madam that is their concern?
Because if you look at it really, some people are actually taking these people out from the whole thing is a cycle. Now, some people who take, when we say, okay, don't take minors, which I feel don't take minors for help, you understand? But somebody else might take a minor from the village and it's actually coming to change that person's life. You understand? But the issue is when you take a minor, even though you should not be taking that one at in the first place. So, but in the case of Nigeria now, the whole poverty level and all that, you take somebody, you are going to the market, your children will go to school, the child will not go to school. The
That
child
is
is scarce to take care of one because you have to go somewhere. Like the child goes to school whenever you are chanced. School,
hi.
if you're not chanced, the child will not go to school. You see some women coming for immunization. When I had a baby, like on a weekday, a small child is carrying umbrella and following the person. Like, what's that? You understand? It's just a whole lot. This is another
Everything still boils down. I still blame the government for most of this.
exactly,
And the
exactly.
reason why I blame the government is this. In overseas, any child you see on the street 2 days, 3 days without being in school, you can report. You as a person can report, call social services that this child supposed
Yeah,
to be in school at this hour and this child is not in school. And they will come and interrogate why the child is not in school,
it's not in school.
possibly arrest the people having or keeping that particular child. It's mandatory for you to acquire elementary school education. It's mandatory. And then sometimes they push it to higher institution. Sorry, to high school, that's secondary
Yeah,
school. So I still blame the government for seeing all of those. You see a social worker there, they will see those women in the hospital. Nobody is making any move
nobody's talking.
because it's none of their business. The culture is so bad. I'm not saying all the helps are good, though. I'm not saying
No, no.
we have millions of them that are really, really bad.
Terrible.
Millions. I remember the recent incident that happened with my mother. My mother brought a new help, in a fully grown woman. She called, oh, that this one is madam on her own, oh, that she's not sure if this one can stay with her like that, that she's a young madam. The girl came. I said, okay, the next thing we heard the girl is there. The girl came and probably was approaching the driver to, Kerewa with the driver. The driver refused.
You have done Nancy.
I'm telling you. The driver, this new help, less than 2 weeks, he starved the driver because she took over the kitchen when she came. The driver was not giving the driver food. So then the next thing, my mother heard them quarreling, shouting, screaming. So they now called the two of them. Okay, my sister came. They called the two of them. What is happening? The driver was quiet initially. Then he now opened up that she's been doing this and asking me this, and I refused. The girl refused to give me food. So some of them can be mean and vicious.
Yeah.
They can be mean and vicious, but at the same time, if you're taking somebody's child within the school age, let that child be enrolled to school.
Yes.
When I was growing up, they have after evening school. I don't know if they still have them.
They should.
Yeah, they should enroll those children to school and help them, give them basic education to at least write their name, know how to write and spell their names.
Be yourself, say small, some house helps. Truthfully, house helps are madams. Because somebody that you leave your house for how many hours? Somebody that has access to your kitchen, to your pot. Like if your help is in the kitchen and you hear your pot cover, you will not worry like why is she there? She could have been washing the plates. Do you understand? So somebody that has access to every corner of your house, you have to really be careful.
See what happened to my mom now. Just 1 week, 2 weeks of stay, you've already staffed her driver for 1 week. And the driver could not complain. He was buying food from outside and didn't want to tell mama.
Yeah.
So to tell you, the girl left out immediately after the interview and questioning. Mama has been with the driver for over 2 years now. So a newcomer that is just less than 2 weeks old came to dictate how her driver will feed. I mean, that's the height of wickedness.
Imagine, and the driver is a full-blown adult. Imagine people that are now with small children that cannot talk, that cannot defend themselves, that maybe you beat a small child. Let's say people who live in towns that their parents don't come back from work very early. In fact, the child knows that if I report to the mother, if the child is not even, doesn't communicate well with you, by the time you go tomorrow again, they might even do the one that they did not do yesterday, So the child is scared of talking and things keep on going. It's just a whole case of, it's very messy. We should be very careful.
Anyway, your topic for today, let's not divert to another thing. Your topic
I'm good with diversion. No? I didn't even know I was going to stay this long.
Your topic about being a pressure to be an adult. The only thing I tell people, enjoy your childhood. I keep telling same to my children. Enjoy your childhood. Don't be in a hurry to grow up. I want to wear makeup. I want to do this. I want to do that. Be a child first.
Yeah.
Once you pass at childhood age, you can never get it back. Never. Never. The thing I would say, okay, why are you in a hurry to be an adult? Just give me one reason why. Because of what the society is saying, what you're seeing on Instagram. I've made several calls to Nigeria to find out why Nigerians are tensioning their Instagram. They're killing a lot of youth. They're discouraging a lot of youth. What my sister told me that is all packaging, that most of those people, they've not seen food eat. But they will go and borrow clothes and snap to do post on Instagram. And then a young teenager somewhere will say, Mama, if you're not buying this for me now, I'm just going to run away from the house. Yeah. I mean, people should be able to.
Some people on Instagram cannot take a picture if it's not a full-blown photo shoot.
Imagine.
Full-blown photo shoot, like all these maybe Big Brother alumni, like we call them. You just come out, like every picture has to be edited, photoshopped, everything before it goes out there. It's just a lot. Like this whole thing you said about telling your kids not to be in a hurry to be adults. I think I posted on my story a few days ago on Instagram, like, I don't have a daughter yet, but God must give me a daughter.
You have one, definitely.
Yeah. One of the things that actually annoys me is when I see maybe a mom like there are very beautiful dresses or clothes for babies that make them still look good and they are still babies. But you see a mom wears the child, like, there's a trend now where they do, this frontal from here
Mm-hmm.
to here. They do frontal laid edges for toddlers. I think babies are not even up to 1 year that cannot walk. You are putting glue on their head and putting frontals and wearing them. You just want them to be like a rock star and everything. Why this child has a whole, I was talking about, like, when I was in school. I think I had, like, me, I didn't start making up very early, and see now it's not the makeup is shocking my head. You see what I was saying? My friends who said that when we were in secondary school, now they don't need to do makeup again because they are tired. Sometimes when you start this thing very very early, I feel like, okay, I didn't even make my hair till I was, that's an issue I had, a problem I had issue with, actually. But I don't have issues with making my hair, but I feel like some people, you now see somebody start, you see a child with very, very long hair. There are hairs that are baby friendly, age appropriate. But you see a mom dresses the child like a whole teenage, like a whole adult. And what would the child now do when the child becomes an adult?
It will be a grandma.
It's
What
just a
else?
lot.
How will you put it? The point is that we are losing the whole thing. We are copying the Western world, and we
When
that
you
are
copy, you
here,
now come over to,
we still do our braids and make our children have identity. I'm a
yeah,
black woman. You understand? I wear braids. When one of my first daughter, the teacher was like, "Oh, your hair, can I touch it?" They've never come close to a kinky hair like this. The girl said,
wow,
"Yeah, because you asked for permission, yes, you can. If you hadn't
yeah.
asked for permission, if you touch my hair, my mommy said
Don't
it's
come
wrong."
giving.
You understand? So you teach our children to love our hair because
I
a
know
lot of
somebody who
damage has
went to
already been
India
done.
once. I think she was telling me that she wanted to buy like very nice human hair before she went to India, but she was not charged. She didn't see what she looked like, so she now did like a normal short kinky. And when she was the center of attraction, and they were
Yeah,
all like, "What are you carrying?" They want to just see her hair. And then she went around looking for where she buy human hair. She didn't even see because the thing was not even they. It was their hair, and they just liked her own hair for what it was.
thank you. That's just it. There is no, I don't know. Is our people back there? Oh. If you go to their Instagram pages, you're like, wow, they really have a lot of time for editing of their pictures and the fake life they are showing. And young people think that's the way their lives are. That's
Yeah,
the part
like
that I
19-year
don't
olds
like.
want to drive a whole Benz new model. Why? Where did you get the money from? Your father does not have money. Why are you driving a Benz?
Great. I really don't know where we're pushing this thing. There is no
Oh,
rush in life, sincerely.
yeah,
My daughter asked me, Mommy, what kind of hair did you have on your hair when you were 15, when you were 17? I said, well, I had a low cut because my secondary school was all girls school and they don't braid their hair. She
yeah. I
was
didn't
like,
braid my hair
really?
throughout
I said,
secondary school.
yes.
Nobody braids.
Yes, said I had a low cut. It was all girls. She said, we went to all girls school. I said, yes. She said, it must be boring. I said, it wasn't boring for us. You understand? So people should be able to encourage our young people to be themselves. Don't
Yeah,
copy another person. Don't look on to another person. Let your mother be your role model. All those people
yeah.
claiming celebrities to be their role model. Those celebrities are depressed. They don't even sleep well at night. People should
I
stop
don't even
copying
care.
them.
What During the whole NSAS thing, I was like, the way everybody was so quiet, they were so quiet, they didn't even know their stand. I was like, people that carry this people on their head before. I hope by this time you see that they're just looking for their pockets, because right now elections are coming. All this Messi Agbe thing, you'll be surprised they're using all these things to distract the youth, and we are easily distracted. They're just doing all these things. Before you know, they will pay them. You see someone that has been saying change, 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 we don't start campaigning for somebody that you're like, how they've collected money, they just want to buy new houses and everything. That's all they want to do.
Yeah, because we don't have conscience. We are not patriotic. That's
Yeah,
just the whole
they're
thing.
not. They're not. Everybody just wants to take care of their immediate
Their
family, and they're
own
fine.
is me and my family and my
Yeah.
generation. Nobody is questioning the government. I did a live stream the other day that the congregation, they have every right to question their pastors. After all, their offerings and their tithes is what the pastor is using to better his life. So they should question them. Come to
They
think
say you
of it,
can't question God. The pastor is not God.
they should question their pastors. See, over here, if you do, if you want, some churches will ask you do you want to collect an offering booklet? And do you know why they're asking you? So that you can record your offering, how much you're giving to the church. By the end of the year, they will give you a letter on how much you have contributed to the church in a year. And you're going to use, because church is an NGO, you use that money and file your tax and get money back for spending in the church.
Wow.
So I was like, and since I came here, I've been asking my husband, let's collect the booklet now so that we're collecting money at the end. He said no. You know, we want a Ukuruma. He said no, that he doesn't need it. Then, God, as God will have it, COVID came. We all started doing online church. So I woke up this morning to a mail from the church telling us
Wow.
what we have paid in a year. So you use that to collect what? To do your tax return if you want to do. Then back home, they don't even tell the congregation, oh, you have given this much. Congregation are buying their private jet, and they can't tell their pastor, step down after Kerewa with Mrs. So person. They can't. There is
You
no
can't even, your
accountability.
children cannot even attend the school that your church
That's
has.
my anger. That's when somebody will come and tell me why am I say. I say, look, I used to be a winner person when I was in doing my youth service. That was the closest church to me. I grew up as a Tremite, the Redeemed Evangelical Mission. I
Oh,
was a
nice.
choir in the headquarter Trem. You understand? So I have seen it all. There is nothing anybody will tell me about ministering, about all of those. I have seen it all. And now I came here. Rose, honestly, they don't ask you for tithe overseas. They don't. Unless if you're going to Nigerian churches, that's when you must pay
Yeah,
your
my
tax.
friend in Dubai was telling me that when she goes to church, they'll be like that. There's no, like, they don't even ask you for offering. And she was telling me that one day she went and she didn't give offering, and she came back home. She was telling her husband that the Nigerian in me cannot go to church and not give offering. That please,
You
we
see,
have to give offering next week. You know, we have to give offering. And
they
nobody was
don't.
asking her for offering.
They're not preaching the prosperity we are. They, they've already sold into our souls. They are preaching
That's
what?
because this
Service.
government is working, and now you have a job to provide for you. So you're not trying to shout amen to get things that the government should do for you. There's
You're
some things
so
that
right.
God does things for us. We know that, but some things He actually gave us power to do them. You know, if they were jobs, you get a job and you now come to say thank you in church. You're not coming to shout in church, job, 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 when there should be job somewhere. Maybe if you're coming to church to pray for a job, you say, okay, God, I want this kind of a job. Or, you just make a way for me to have this kind of job. Not coming to ask for, see, the
But people should
Nigerian,
as well read their Bible. If they read their Bible, they will be able to understand that every power
exactly.
is given to each and every one of us, including
Yeah.
the pastor. They don't have the same power we do. It's
You
just
don't
your
know when you
commitment to the Bible that makes the difference.
that's true. What? Sorry? Oh yeah, yeah. My baby's okay. So you please be talking. My baby's drugs. See me that said I was going to give him drugs. My husband just reminded me. I have to give him
Okay.
his drugs.
So, guys,
I'm
it
coming.
is what it is, sincerely. It's what it is. We should be able to live our lives freely, be who we are, encourage the people behind us to be who they are. We should not copy what is going on social media. It's completely wrong. Most of those people impressing you on social media, they don't have peace of mind. There was something that happened in the US. It should be 3 days now. A beauty queen went to the 29th roof of her apartment building and jumped. She had everything working for her, just from what we can see outside, everything working for her. She had a good job. She's a lawyer, very educated Black woman. She was a Miss USA. She got everything working for her. She lives in a luxurious apartment in Manhattan, New York. So in the eye of the public, oh, she got the perfect life. But what was the issue that made her jump? What was the issue? And she left a note willing all her properties to her mom without saying the reason why she did what she did. So when you see them glitter on Instagram, look, whatever, prep and all of that, that does not mean we should copy them. Be you, do you, be a better version of yourself and be your own kind of beautiful. You don't inspire to look like another person. No, be your own kind of beautiful. That's just the whole essence of it. A lot of people are suffering, a lot of them. but they will come to Instagram and pretend as if they are not suffering. And young people are copying. So my take is that we should encourage even the people, following us behind, our children. We should start early enough to teach them to love themselves, to think of how they can contribute to the society. And that's where patriotism will come in, to love the country, love themselves, what they can do for their society, and their work that they can do for the world at large, not just me, 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 and myself.
Thank you.
So while you were away, I was talking about those so perfect, when we see Instagram, we think their life is also perfect. Recently, a former Miss USA jumped. She
Yeah,
lives
we
in,
talked about,
you
yeah,
saw it, right? So you can imagine,
crazy.
she's an attorney. She lives in a very beautiful, luxurious
And
apartment.
she's so young.
She's a young woman. She's so beautiful, right?
Yeah. Hello,
Then
Tochi. Welcome. Thank you so much.
she's also a TV presenter. She got everything
Yeah.
working for her. Then what happened? So
What
all that
happened?
we see on the grounds are not really what they are. People should know
Yeah,
that.
that's so true. Like, it's just, there's even a South African celebrity whose girlfriend too had the same issue last year, you know? And it's just like, what went wrong? They were just the perfect couple. They were engaged, planning a wedding, and she jumped off how many stories. I'm like, what happened? It just felt like their whole engagement was it was picture perfect, anyways. Thank you so
Mm-hmm,
much, Tochi. So that what happens? How does it even get that bad? You understand? Like, and you feel like the person had everything going for them.
mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
That's why we should not look up to anybody and say, hey, my
Yeah,
role model. Mm-mm. Let your role model be your parents, okay?
yeah,
Be your own kind of beautiful. Be who you are. If you think you're imperfect, no. We are all made perfectly by God. The Bible says we are wonderfully made. Just
yeah,
try and find fulfillment within, not
yeah,
getting validation from the society. No.
yeah. So true. So true. Because a lot of things will pressure you. A lot of things will just put. If you don't have control of your emotions, before you know, you are thinking this, that, and thinking the things you know and the things you don't know. It's just.
Honestly, that girl's story, I puzzled when I heard it on the news. I said, no, no, no. I went back. I now started researching about her. She had a perfect life. That in the eye of the public, perfect life. You
You know
understand?
what?
She,
When I see people who do those kind of stuff, because I don't want to call the big name because of
mhm,
YouTube, I just always think of the last moment. What
honestly,
were they thinking? How did you get? I mean, how empty you have to feel. Like, I always say, like, since I had my baby, I don't even think I get angry for more than few seconds, because it's like, even when maybe he's throwing tantrums and he's just crying unnecessarily, like, I just have to look at him and, okay, give him audience. Then he's stopping to just come to me. It's like, I just want to, like, feel like, how empty does somebody feel to get to that
to
point, to
that
want to
point.
take as they end it all. And, okay, those last moments, the pain, were you not scared of the pain that you were going to feel, because you're
No,
running
to
away from
them,
pain?
they feel that they are going to be free once they do that.
Yeah.
So
I
I
saw
think it
someone
might
in
be a
America, the woman
psychological.
said she wanted to make her 5-year-old, she wanted her to be happy, to end it all, and she wanted her to be happy, she wanted to stop the pain for her. I'm like, what? It's
I
crazy.
don't know, honestly. When you look at those stories, you find out that this life is nothing. People should just slow down.
Yeah.
People should
Even
slow
this
down,
celebrity's
especially our
only child
people.
who did the whole thing 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, I watched her video talking about this person who is the only child that you have. And I'm like, did you not think of what she would go through after you did this? It's just crazy. It's just
It
crazy.
is.
I don't know how they get to that point. It's really, that's why I feel like it's just not normal. It's a mental issue, obviously.
That's a psychology. Yeah, it is. It's a
Yeah,
psychotic
it's
problem.
a mental issue, because you're not going to be in your right senses and you just do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It goes to show that nobody should think the other, have it all or got it
And
all.
that's why I keep on saying sometimes when these kind of things happen, you go to the comment section and people are saying, "Oh, rest in peace, do this, oh, so sad." And I'm like, it's the same you people under the same breath that are the trolls on every social media
Thank
platform.
you.
So what
Thank
are you
you.
saying? Like you are the trolls. You people will thrive on gossip and you thrive on where they happen, where they happen. I want to put my head. That's what you thrive on. If it's not happening here, you are not there. If they're not talking about somebody, you are not there. Like, if you're not going to talk bad about somebody, you are not there. Like, but the same you that will still say what happens is that people are very fragile. That's one thing we've done. People are very, very fragile. People are very fragile. You don't know that because you just told this person this particular thing, the okay, I think I went to the market and one guy went to buy Bolly and I went to buy something around that place. I was walking beside him. The guy is very big. So they were teasing him. So whenever they teased him and he was laughing. But I was walking fast, so I was not walking beside him. I was trying to overtake him. But he was now murmuring after answering them. He was not like, this kind of name they used to call me. I don't even know who said this kind of name. What kind of thing is this? But nobody knew he was saying that thing.
You
And
see?
he just smiled with all those people who called him. Is it Biggie Belle they called him or something? And he just smiled with all of them because like they think it's normal. But after he finished smiling with them, he was talking to himself and I heard him when I was passing. And I felt so bad for him, you understand? Nobody knows that he doesn't even, maybe he has been saying, don't call me that, and they'll be like, and they'll play. But slowly, slowly, it's eating him up. It's eating him up. After they'll say, he was so cheerful. But he kept on
Mm-hmm.
telling you, stop it. I don't like it. But you never stopped.
It's true.
People, ah,
It's
see
true.
the truth. Even
I keep
when,
saying, if you don't have any kind word to say, just zip your mouth.
yes,
Don't
yes,
utter.
yes. But
You
I
know,
also tell myself that people are not also going to hear.
yeah.
So
A lot
sometimes you
of
just,
people are going through a lot of stress. You don't
yes,
know what is going on in anybody's mind. So if you don't have any kind thing to offer, just keep it to yourself.
yeah,
Go to your room and talk about it to yourself. Lock your door and say,
exactly.
hey. And it ends there when you talk about it to yourself. But if you're going to say it to someone else, just know that a spoken words cannot be retrieved. Once
Yeah.
it's out of that mouth, you can't take it back. You always go back to apologize, which is not necessary because
Mm-hmm.
you've said what you said and we heard you rightly. I was in a no, yeah, premiere this morning. So it was Daddy Bella's premiere. They were all wearing Tommy's clothing lines. So and I say, wow, you people are here giving this man free advertisement when he said the bad thing he said about us, the black people. You understand? I guess they live in Europe, so they wouldn't know what the American clothes designer said about. He came on
Yeah.
TV and said he doesn't make his clothes for black people, and our people are busy wearing his outfits in Nigeria and
What
everywhere in
brand is
Europe.
that?
You understand? People here boycotted the man's outfit. They did a total boycott. Nobody bought his whatever. They stopped wearing his clothing line,
What
and
brand is
those
that?
months he saw a dip in his income. He went back to TV to apologize. We heard you the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
You can't take those words back. You understand? You can't take those words. There, people should be careful what they say. That's just the way I look at it. Okay, look at this Samuel Posu. Everybody we are busy abusing Samuel Posu. This, that. It can happen to your brother. It can happen to my brother.
Mm-hmm.
It can happen to my husband. It can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Before
E-
you throw
Even
a stone,
even the
you're
smallest things, even when last week when Nigeria lost to Tunisia or last 2 weeks, before you know, like okay, at the point it was funny. People were saying that okay, Buhari made the call and they lost. It was funny at that. Then before you know, they start really, really trolling the goalkeeper and everything. Like it's okay to say he didn't do a good job. It's okay to talk about it like okay, he could have done better. But you now start trolling him, you troll his girlfriend, troll that okay, it's because he's with a white person. It's like he's going to see those messages, he's going to read those messages, no matter how you look at it. He's going to be on Twitter and these things will keep on popping because you are tagging him. When is he going to
imagine.
purge his page of all those things people have said? And they are still the ones that will come and say, "Oh, what happened? We thought he was happy." Oh,
You know what? This internet and social media, it has given a lot of people power that they never knew they could
as
have.
in,
You understand? So far, you have a keyboard or you have a phone, you can say whatever
mhm.
you want to say, and
And you
nobody
can
cares.
create a fake account, this that's the worst one, right? Now create a
Unlike
fake
before,
account.
before the social media and all of that, you have to pay a newspaper to publish your your
And your
thoughts.
name will be there.
But now you can't pay anybody. Just go and create a one oyoyo one for somewhere. You are already trolling somebody. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's so sad. But those are the negative side of social
Yeah.
media.
And these are adults. You cannot tell adults don't do this, and you
No,
can only talk and hope that they listen and they put it into action. They will also listen, but just hope that they work on what you
now,
said.
work on what when you've already
Thank you,
mixed them to
Adakta.
make them
Thank you,
to
Mary
miss.
Queen.
Oh my goodness. It's really funny, but it's not funny, honestly. We
It's
just keep
not, oh,
coping.
it's not. Because nobody is going to know what happened to that young lady. Nobody is going to know what made her take that plunge. Nobody is going to know. That
Yes.
we will never know. People now, before you know, news all these news outfits will now start speculating and saying maybe this, maybe that. It's just going to be maybes, and nobody really knows what
Yeah,
happened.
they can actually find out what happened to her, but I just don't want to follow that news because if they want
Yeah,
to
me too. I told you I don't want to. It's just too
yeah,
sad.
if they want to find out, they will because somebody like in her status will have a shrink that she talks to and all of that. So if
Okay,
the
yeah.
parents are really interested in knowing, but even if you know, you can bring the child back.
What are you
So
going to do about
the best thing is how to go ahead and find closure, as a parent. It is a very tough situation. I really don't feel anybody should be in that should. But sometimes, like I said, this place is so lonely. It's so lonely. Most of them are even better than us because they have their families. It might not be in the same city, but they have them, they can travel and all of that to see them. But it's still a very lonely place. My ex-colleague, the last time I asked her about her mom, she said she doesn't know where she is now. You understand that she hasn't spoken to her in 6 years,
what?
and she lives in my state. She has lived there now, lived here for maybe over 10 to 15, over 15 years. And maybe the last time she spoke to her mother is 10 years ago or something like that. But she has a close knit friends. They've been friends for over 7 years, and those are her circle. Where sometimes you feel down in life, you look for somebody to talk to. She will run to those people. They will chat, pray together, counsel together, and all of that. So most of them here don't really have that kind of neat relationship we have back home. That your mother will be your next the right
Mm,
hand man who you cry to, most of them don't. So a lot of them are lonely, you understand, and a lot of them are going through processes. I had a conversation two months ago. The lady said that she was at that very lowest, that thank goodness I called. She lives in a different state, so we don't get to see unless the phone. She said, now look at, she has not worked for 3 weeks because of COVID. She has rent to pay, she has this, she has that, and she doesn't have any other body, no other person around, no person in the country to talk to. Do you understand? So a lot of people are lonely. People should be kind with their words. I keep saying it. We went to church on Sunday. My husband came into the car for us to go after speaking with his group of friends. They attend a particular church time so that they can meet, talk and then dispatch.
yeah.
So because of that, I follow him to his own. Instead of going to the regular session that would have been very beneficial, at least I'll have a good sleep in the morning. But we have to go for the early mass. Then they went there. His friends started telling him that this guy is dead. Oh. They said, which guy? He tried to, a Nigerian, tried to explain and explain and explain. So they now got hold of who the guy, was. Then what happened? That the lawyer is a friend of my husband, he said they have a case on Monday, this yesterday. So he's been calling his number, calling, he couldn't get through. So he drove to the man's house on Saturday and then knocked at the door. Nobody answered. And now asked his friend, how about your neighbor? Have you seen him around? The guy said, no, 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 that we actually used to go to, common area, sit around, hang around and talk, but I haven't seen him in days. That was how they called the police. This man died on Saturday, died almost
Inside
a
his
week,
house.
and nobody knew. And because our weather is so cold, you can't even perceive a thing. Because I was asking my husband, is it that he wasn't spelling? How come the neighbors didn't know? So they had to call the police. The police came and broke down the door and called paramedics. Immediately they came. That was how they have a case on Monday. It would have been yesterday in court. But the man is now dead. And he has nobody. No, they don't even know who to call. Are they going to carry him to Nigeria? Family and all of that. So most of those people end up being state burial. States will carry them and bury them. And that's the end of that man and his generation. So people are going through a lot. Let's forget about the thing we do on Instagram to make people believe that it's all well. They have problems. We all have problems. People should be kind with their words and don't wish to be another person.
Yeah, so true. So true. Shula is saying loneliness, especially now with COVID. Oh, yeah, that's true. I was talking about that COVID didn't really affect us as much as it did people who are not in Nigeria, at least in most European countries and maybe the US, because people had more cases there. And
Hmm.
even with the cases we had here in Nigeria, it was really not as much as
You
over
people
there.
don't
So,
know what we are talking about. People, I would just say, you people never had the experience. Let me just put it that way. You've never had it. Do you know, up till I went to store 2 days ago, I had my own mat. I was doing a shopping. So I had to go to different stores to get the things I wanted. I got to a particular store. I didn't remember to wear back my mark. So I dashed in because it was one item I was going to get. I entered into the store. I was the only one not wearing marks. I said, is there anything in the news going on? It has any other variant out? I was so odd that I felt that the ground should open. Let me just enter. And nobody will know that I, mistakenly forgot my mark. So it's still very serious here. A child will have a positive test. They will close down your child's school. So your children will be at home to study for that week or 2 weeks. It all depends. It's so, I would say the effect, I don't even know how to say it. All of us, we've
and
all
you're
gained
hoping that your
pounds.
child doesn't have it, and you're treating and hoping that it's just a lot mentally. It's a lot.
I had to give my children COVID shots. The first and the second one, before we started going to church. I haven't gone to church for 2 years. So for people to understand, it was online service or nothing. Going to work for 2 years, he's been working from home. So we've all
Wow.
gained weight. We are tired because we don't even have opportunity to even dress up. You just take your bath and go back to your pajamas or robe. You're walking. I mean, the whole thing, the psychology, you keep building up, building up. People that are not, people that don't have families, imagine what it is for them.
Yeah.
They are just by themselves doing all of this, swallowing it. Sometimes you can get angry with the TV. At least you have your daughter who say, mommy, the TV is not responding to you now. You now break out laughing. You can get angry with the news. Then somebody in your home will say, they are not hearing you. So it's kind of a way to pull you back. But when you are all by yourself, nobody to help you, nobody to talk to. It's either you go to work or you come back. The church that you used to go to meet people, the churches are closed. It's only online. So life became more stressful in terms of mental health because we all need each other to survive and to feel well.
I can hear him. Maybe he's crying, so I have to mute the mic.
It's okay. Please attend to him. It's tough, honestly. It's tough. Anyhow we look at it, it's tough. It's really, really tough. People should be kind with their words. People should stop trolling others if they can. I don't even want to talk about trolls, honestly. I don't want to talk about trolls.
It's just a lot. I just sometimes when I say something, I say adults don't learn really. Something happens to somebody, and how they say, okay, learn from people's experiences. And you think you learned today, tomorrow you are doing the same thing that might put you in that kind of situation. And like, what happened? Because one thing that I always say is it can always happen to you. Whatever you think happened to that person can always happen to you. You are not too special or anything.
Yeah,
People who are
correct.
more special than you have gone through worse. It can always happen to you. So if you live your life like that, like okay, just be careful and do what you have to do. But know that people who have experienced worse things, people that are more important, maybe in the hierarchy of life and everything, they've experienced things.
It's true. Yesterday I bet this guy for the first time, cost rep. And
Okay.
after which I took the whole of yesterday to watch all his videos that
Oh, you
he's
watched it. I
oh
watched them. I
I
was telling my
watched the
husband, I was
six.
like, oh my god.
I was I couldn't just contain myself after watching it. I had to go and have a discussion with my husband because I needed somebody to calm me down. So I started telling my husband, those things we see on Discovery Channel or History Channel,
Yeah.
that I was able to have a one-on-one with someone that went through that. He said, how? I said, through YouTube. So my husband now started telling me things that a lot of them that came here, most people will not feel comfortable to share their experience.
Yeah.
That this guy is a very brave guy. That
He's
how
very
he
brave.
wished he
There are
can
some
find
videos where
his
he was
way to the
actually
US.
crying.
Mhm.
He was
So my
actually
husband
crying. I
was like,
think,
how he wished that such a person, such a guy should just relocate to US. He will have a voice. Because those kind of experience, you can't take it away from him. It has become part of his life. And if he gets involved with human activist organization, they will he will be the advocacy kind of the channel to others trying to leave Nigeria or Gambia or wherever they are all coming
I
from.
wanted to ask that question, but I said it was a very sensitive question. You understand? It was very sensitive. And, like some of the videos, he was actually crying. You could tell how. But I wanted to ask, I don't know if he's going to go. I actually go on his live stream. He's amazing. He plays, promotes and plays games. But
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to just ask, and maybe I'll even ask him, and maybe I don't know. I didn't watch the last one because the other ones were just like too much for me. And like I said, if something is too much for me, I try to filter my head because I said like I'm a me. I don't really go out so much. So I'm like myself is I don't like to be thinking or be worried in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to watch it because it was actually it was a lot for me.
It
Because all of the
was.
whole story, like it was a lot. Me, I don't like road trips. People that know me don't, I don't even like traveling. I like to go to the next place, so but I don't like the process. Even I don't like the so imagine small road trip in Nigeria is giving me plenty anxiety. Then I don't come and go how many hours or
I
days.
love to
Hello,
travel,
Jen
but
Jen,
please, I don't
welcome.
want to drive. But I love traveling. That guy's story.
I wanted to ask him, like, if somebody, this okay, the whole Jackpot thing, and would he advise somebody to take that route? Like,
No, he
would
said
he?
no. He said
Oh, I
no.
didn't
His
watch the
last
last one.
video, he made it,
Okay.
plain and simple. That if he had known that the chances were 50-50, that he wouldn't have gone in the
Yeah.
first
Okay.
place.
I think I watched that part.
He wouldn't
So you
have
can't
gone.
go back
So
anymore now.
such a person should not just have a YouTube channel. Just a person is the person we should say public figure. Do you understand?
Hmm?
If he were in this part of the world, in the US, and he gets involved with organization, he will be working for the United Nations because those are the ones
Yeah.
providing for the refugees. You understand? So that's where that guy has a place to talk to young Africans. Don't do
Maybe he should
this.
begin to apply. If you talk to him, maybe he should like send letters or something, like
Yeah,
see
I
my
will. I will
experience.
talk to him again on that. He should just go
Yeah.
under United Nations, find what is it called, volunteer things to do a
Gist
short
is
video
plenty.
about
Your journey,
himself.
wherever the breeze of the gist carries us, we are just gisting.
So
We are
I
just
really I bumped into the guy this morning. I was
oh,
just
nice.
throwing respect. I was speechless on what to call that guy. I said, I respect you.
When he talked about the truck they entered, in my brain,
Hey,
even till now, I still try to calculate. I say someone like me cannot be in the truck now because
the next second they put you there, no, you've gone already.
what I'm saying is like I try to imagine. You said they were around 20 something in at the back
28.
of a hill. So I'm trying to understand, was there breathing space? Like
No,
what?
no, no.
Oh
You
my
were
god.
breathing on each other. You know what it
Oh,
reminded me when I had that conversation with my husband? He reminded me of slave trade, the way they traded Africans to America.
mm-hmm.
If you had watched slave trade movies or read their books, they pack them like sardine. You know the way sardines are. That's how they pack them, like sardines, to be able to
This one is
you
just you
know,
that use your hand and
convey
say
over how many millions of them were trafficked. I think over, was it 3 or 5 or more than 5 million Africans? Like I will get the figure right one day. So they were packing them like, when you open sardine, that's how they packed them. There is this drama they did, Oprah Winfrey's drama, Green Leaves.
Yeah.
If I want Green Leaves, the intro of Green Leaves, you see a boat or a canoe. I think a boat. You see a boat. You see how they laid human beings. It's a graphic picture. That's how a slave trade was. That's the picture of slave trade. So you can understand happening in 2000, because this happened like about 7 years ago, I think he said. And people are still embarking in that journey. People are still
Yeah.
dying.
I think last week it was on social media, the lady who said she was going to a particular country and she took a plane. I don't even know how that
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, yeah.
Like
The one they
your
sent to
plane
Egypt
ticket
and
to
all
another
of that.
country and you did not see the destination there and you landed somewhere else and they said the person
And
is
they
coming to
took her
pick
as
you.
sex slave.
Yes, I read it. I
Yeah.
was like, what? And now I
It's,
heard that they said they are reaching out to her to come back and she refused. I'm like, she has gone through the worst now. She's like, okay, either she refused to come back.
you know, uh, there should be some form of, I don't know what is wrong with our youth. If you can't enter a aeroplane to come overseas, forget it. If they can make it loud and clear and talk to people about it, honestly, if they can, and I'm happy this guy is speaking up about it, but he's not making that the vocal point of his channel. But if he can make that the vocal point of
Oh
his channel,
yeah, that's true.
one day somebody will pick it up.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was the
That's
closest since yesterday. If I would like, if I remember any clip, I would like puzzle, think those trucks that we saw, the trucks that were damaged. You now
the
think about,
desert, the camels that were on the floor,
oh,
the ah.
it was
That's
too
why I didn't watch
good.
the next because I knew that okay, that one I watched like okay, I was just so as in I was shocked and I didn't as in the whole thing was just too much. I was like, okay, I'm not watching again. Like, let me just end this gist here.
I
That's
had
too
to
much.
watch all
Like
of it too. I got to the
when
bottom
you
of
get
the
to that
story.
point, it's at the point where you know that okay, you're either going to not make it out of here.
Yeah, most of those people, the damaged trucks, they died in the desert.
Yes, because how far can they walk?
Yeah,
Where's the
they died.
water?
And if you don't have water, that's it. And you're not sure when the next vehicle is coming. And if the next vehicle is coming, it's carrying about 20 or 28 people as well. So there is no chance to pick you,
And
you know.
your people will not even know where you are, or they won't know where you are. So
They will
now
just say the
maybe
person died.
their old mother too there is now stressed, and before you know, that's it.
It's painful. It's painful. But
Painful.
hopefully one day the continent Africa will be
Yes,
better.
because that's how you can think of how bad it is for somebody to risk their life just to shift.
Honestly, when I think about it, I say, what would, but I don't think most of the victims, I don't think they understood the
Charlie,
impact.
welcome. I feel like some people now know that it's bad though, but some people are actually very desperate. But I don't say it's desperation that will make somebody get to that kind of point. Some people are now desperate that okay, this the kind of life I'm living in Nigeria here right now is not even worth the while. You understand? What's not worth it. So let me just if this is what is going to end it for me, okay, let me just know that I tried. You understand why
They should try
I
other means now. Why not go on social media and dating app?
and the thing is they pay money, oh, they pay money.
Yes, now they pay money to transport them to Europe. And most of them will end up getting to Libya. They will still be asking their parents to send money because they won't release them. The guy
Yes.
said he was sold 2 times as laborer. He was sold the other one as a farm worker. The second one 2 times. Sell in this present age, they're still doing slave trade. Africa on
In our own
Africa.
Africa, in the same
It's to
Africa.
tell you that the hate is inherent. The wickedness is within.
Everything, no, Josie, we're just talking, we're just gisting. Like it's even in Africa that they will even do you the main wickedness first before you move.
Honestly. And then those people will come and rescue them with the proper ship, carry them, give them a refugee status, harbor them, and then that is it. Hey, I can imagine my brother going through that, or myself going through that.
And there were ladies there. Oh. That's why I said
You know what the guy told me? He said, oh, you forget all this would have come now on YouTube and be talking like that. They went hell. That 90% of them came through that way. That's why no woman in Europe will do nonsense for him, because he has seen it firsthand how they will sleep with, or the men will use them for sexual whatever until they get to their destination, and then tomorrow they'll come and be
I think
doing
it's even
yeah
worse for
yeah
the
yeah.
women because the men, the worst thing that happens to you is that you have to work. The woman, you are praying that someone does not look at you some kind of eye because before you know it
Thank
becomes
you. And that prayer is never, most of them are never answered. If not, 90% of those prayers are never answered. Most of
yeah,
those women,
because you're
they
already in the hot zone.
hmm, my dear,
It's okay.
I just respected that guy. I said he
Yeah,
saw death and he survived.
yes, so he survived. He survived. And now you have to now stay there. You have to now work to a particular level before you come back. You know, you have to hustle. And now people are,
Now he said that he sent somebody money and the person did not appreciate that. I said, what would 10,000 naira buy for me in the market?
can you
That
imagine?
that after all, and it was just a friend, or not even a family member, somebody
Mm.
that he met in the youth service or whatever. Who no. The world, we are all going through processes. People should be
Yeah.
kind towards another. They should be kind. There should be some form of gratitude. And Nigeria is the country with the largest number of churches, and still there is nothing good coming out of that
Yeah, so
place. Nothing
yes,
good.
they still do the worst.
Nothing good. Nothing.
Okay. Josie, welcome. Shula, thank you. Oh, Shula, yes, thank you, Shula. Thank you, Josie. Yes, guys, we're just gisting, nothing is really happening. Thank you, everybody. It's 2 hours, 35 minutes. Yes. Okay, Shula, Josie says she sent you a message on IG. Josie, thank you, Siso Yo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for always, always, always gracing my mansion. Thanks to you for always gracing your mommy's mansion. Yes, so thank you guys so much. Charlie, how are you doing? Mary Queen, thank you. Um, Jenny, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to everyone. If you want to call in, call in. If no one calls in, then we might just have to end the live stream here. That's the link. If you want to call in and just gist, can call in. They call in. Yeah, your chicks. Oh, Charlie, that's good. Our babies. Our fine girl with fine hair. Ghanaians have very beautiful hair. Very beautiful hair. Very, very. How is everybody, Charlie? That's the way my uncle went to. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope he's fine. That's the important one. I hope he's fine. Huh? Mary Queen, I hope he's fine. I hope he's good now. Because at least when you go and through the whole pain, you are okay. You hold on to that one. Mhm. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, okay, nice, Charlie. Thank you. No, it's okay. I'll soon go service. So you that been holding the whole live stream down. Sef. Me, I've been tired from the beginning. I said today I'm very tired, and I didn't have the stream. But I said since today is my live stream day, I want to do it today because I'm not going to do it tomorrow. So it's going to be till next Tuesday, God willing. So I didn't want to shift it. So I wanted to just do the live stream today. I just said let me come. I was going to end. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, baby queen. Going to end. Yeah. Thank you. So thank you guys so much for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all that you guys do. I'm grateful. Thank you to everyone who called in. Thank you to Shula. Thank you to Mirabel. Thank you to Sister Yo-Yo. Thank you. Thank you to Chidima. Yes, Chidima was the first to call in. Thank you to Chidima Chike James. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, Josie Shula said she didn't see the message. So guys, I'm going to end this live stream here. Thank you so much for thank you so much for today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, please. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. 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 Bye.